right. Let me see if this shit is going. It's about to go. It's about to start.
Okay.
It's about to start. It's about to go down. All right. This thing always takes forever to start, but I want to make sure it's on. Okay, I think we are on. We on. We making it happen. What's good, people? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game. What's good? What's poppin'? So today I'm going to be talking about the dangers of fucking with crazy chicks. You feel me? And
like me?
And I got my homegirl, Amina, Zena, up in a spot, acting a fool.
Hey.
What's going on? Yeah, see, they calling in already. Hold on.
I'm not done getting ready. I got to be ready.
We ain't taking the calls yet. Hold on one second. We ain't taking the calls yet. So Amina's going to go get ready and do what she needs to do. Fucking... If you don't get your butt out of here. What's going on, people? What's poppin'? So today we're going to be talking about the dangers of dealing with crazy chicks. You feel me? But before we get into all that, make sure you guys get the book, How to Have Sex with 2 Women a Day. This is Amina Zena's favorite book.
No, I hate that book.
And so you guys click the link below to get a copy of this book, or you can get the ebook, or you can get the audiobook. And the shit is off the fucking hook. So if you hear some shit in the background, there's people outside working on some shit on the street. So if you hear a whole bunch of noise, just, fucking ignore that shit. You feel me? But before I take calls real quick, they already asking, are you single?
Yes, I am.
She says she's single. But before we get into all that, real quick, I want to tell you guys about crazy chicks before we get into the calls. I know y'all gonna be calling in, asking the whole. Look at that, y'all can't wait 5 minutes. 5 minutes. We gotta handle some business first, because I don't want any of you guys out here to be fucking with these crazy women, and then you guys end up on the news, or you end up having to pay child support to a crazy chick or whatever. You feel what I'm saying? But see, this is the thing. When you're dealing with chicks, right? A lot of times you don't want to just jump into, like, really fucking with them. You understand what I'm saying? Because you don't know who you fucking with. You don't know who is crazy. You don't know who's not crazy. You don't know who is, you know what I'm saying? So you got to sort of, test these girls, see what they're about. Ask them questions, see their vibe and all that. You understand? Like, I've been on.
True.
See, she knows. I've been on.
That goes both ways.
Women, if you don't get your ass on this camera.
All right, that goes both ways.
What?
Because girls gotta get to know guys too.
Right, that is true. But there's a lot of crazy chicks out there. So
I'm crazy, right?
She a little bit crazy. I mean, Zena's a little bit crazy. But this is the thing.
What does it mean to be crazy?
If you guys are out there and you're dealing with girls, right? And you notice that she's crazy. There's some girls that you gotta say, look, I know I want to smash, but I shouldn't, and I'm not. You understand? I know that's gonna go against some of you guys' beliefs and thoughts, but nah, you gotta be like, look, I'm not gonna smash this chick because she's fucking nuts. You feel what I'm saying? So you gotta make sure that you're understanding that. But let me get this call real quick, because these.
Can we turn the camera this way?
Yeah, hold on, one second. Yo, what's poppin'? Who's this?
Hello?
Yo, what up?
Yo, what's up, Locario? What's up, Dom?
Dom, what's going on with you, bro?
What's up, man? I have a question, man, about the whole no fap thing.
Okay, you talking about not masturbating? Okay, what's up with that?
Like, I don't know, what are your thoughts on that? Cause I've gone on a couple of streaks, I guess. You know.
So you said you went on a couple. Hold on. You said you went on a couple of streaks of not masturbating.
Yeah, just to try it out, that kind of thing.
Right. And how's that working for you?
I mean, yeah, it feels cool, but after a while, you just kind of get horny again,
Right.
So,
what's the point of not masturbating?
Well, they think they have this thing called no fap, whereas you're supposed to not. That means fat masturbate or whatever. So it's supposedly you're supposed to say that it's supposed to, I guess, motivate you, I guess, to talk to women since you're not masturbating or something like that. I'm not even exactly sure the whole point of it, but
I see.
Right, yeah. But the thing is if you're not gonna masturbate, just do it on a strictly discipline type of level, meaning like for example, like I like watching porn, but the thing was, I remember I went on a 2-week no porn at all fast of not watching porn, just to see if I could do it. You see what I'm saying? So just to see if I'm disciplined enough to not watch porn. You understand? Because I watch porn a lot. So now,
what kind?
MILF porn, interracial, teen. Those are my joints. But what type of porn do you watch? Come on, stop acting like you're watching porn. But anyway, this is what I'm saying. Do it if you're trying to just see, you're trying to get some discipline. But as far as it goes to you, like getting girls, or like really when it comes to you, like trying to get girls, you don't really need to do no fap. You understand what I'm saying? In order to motivate you to get it.
Because the whole thing about it is like, the whole thing about no fap is like, yeah, it's like also to like get motivated to talk to women, but it's also like, you know, to like as a man, just get your life together, that kind of thing, get focused.
Right.
It's like, you know, when you hold in like, you know, I guess your semen and stuff, like you actually get a lot of energy and like, you know, like happier, that kind of thing.
I was watching a video.
Wow, you just feel horny as shit, you know?
Right. I was watching a video earlier where one of my boys sent me where it said that you should only masturbate 3 times a week, because they said that if you they said if you keep masturbating too much, then it could cause hair loss or some goofy shit. I don't know if it's true, but this is what I heard. You understand what I'm saying? But I would say, look, don't worry about the no fapping as far as it pertains to you interacting with women. Just do it as a disciplined practice for your own fucking your own like thing, your own like learning how to discipline yourself. You understand? I think it doesn't have to necessarily be connected to you trying to deal with chicks. You see what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, because that's what I was gonna ask. Like, in your experience, has no fap helped, or has it changed anything as far as?
I mean, not
like,
really, because
like, have you noticed times you're getting women, like the times that you're not masturbating, is it better with women, or like is it the same?
No, and
that's that you are masturbating.
And that's the thing. That's the thing. I don't necessarily think it made me better with women to not, because there was a time when I wasn't masturbating. You feel what I'm saying? Where that whole 2 weeks where I wasn't watching the fucking porn, I didn't masturbate. You see what I'm saying? For 2 weeks. And so it didn't increase my like desire necessarily to tolerate chicks, because my desire is sort of the same either way, because it's just there. But that's just me. But if you notice that your desire, your motivation to talk to girls is more by not masturbating, then do that. But the thing is that, you know, you don't necessarily need to do that in order to like, you know, like get chicks. You see what I'm saying? So I don't think you need to use it as like a crutch. You feel what I mean?
I feel like from your perspective, you're just like, you know, if you know the game, I mean, it shouldn't really matter.
Right. You understand? Because either way, because you're gonna have dudes that's not gonna masturbate, and they're gonna be so motivated to talk to girls, and they still not gonna talk to girls. They're gonna see someone like Amina, Zena, and they're gonna be like, oh, I ain't talking to her because she's gonna, you know.
Yeah, because they haven't developed like the game yet. Like they think no fap is just.
Why can't you talk to me?
Magic pill, but it still takes years, you know.
Right, but it's
development.
Right, but it's just you know, it's just practice. You got to practice this shit. You know what I'm saying? As long as you practice, shit is gonna fucking flow, no matter what. It don't even matter if you masturbate, if you're not masturbating, all that other shit. You see what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah, but I guess addiction is bad. Anything in excess is bad.
Right. You don't want to be a dude that's masturbating 10 times a day and ain't getting nothing done. You know what I'm saying?
No.
But you know, also you don't want to. I always say extremes on either side sucks. You feel what I'm saying? Meaning that if you are an extreme masturbator where you just masturbate all the time and that's all you do, then it kind of sucks. If you're the type of person who's like, well, I'm just totally on the other end of the spectrum where I'm just not gonna do it for whatever reason. If you're doing that to that extreme, I feel like it's kind of whack too. I feel like there needs to be a balance, and when it's a balance, it's always a little bit more healthy. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man.
Yeah, all right. Thanks, man.
Yeah, appreciate it, man.
Like right now.
Say that again?
I'm on a damn, like, 20... Huh?
Say that again? You say you what?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, no, I said thanks for, like, advice, because, like, right now, like, I'm on, like a 20-day, like, streak, just trying it out.
20 days without masturbating. Nice.
But... Like, I thought this was about dealing with crazy girls.
No, I know. They call in and talk about a whole bunch of shit. So we just.
Can I just hold up, everybody? My name is Amina Zena.
They know who you are. Go ahead.
Okay, and I just want to plug myself. You know, I'm DJing and shit, producing.
Oh yeah, shout out your DJ joint real quick.
Amina Zena on Instagram, and those of you that are watching live, We're doing a show right now. It's a live show. It's a dating coach.
So we doing a lot of.
Just had to plug myself.
It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. But dude, stay on the no fap thing if it's working for you. You feel what I'm saying? And then. Say it again.
I just, what's up? I'm sorry.
No, I said stay on it if it's working for you, but don't fucking like make it like, just the thing, because you don't want to ever, just rely on this one thing or rely on some sort of crutch in order to make you be able to do what you want to do in other areas. You see what I'm saying?
Is her hair real though? Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Jackson, is your hair real?
It is.
But yo, Dom, I appreciate the call, bro. I gotta get some more of these calls because the calls are coming in like crazy. All right, I'm gonna have to holler at you in a minute. All right.
Yo, Zena, how black are you?
Right,
black
all
enough.
Right, peace. Yeah, the calls are coming in crazy. Oh, it's fucking hot as shit up here. I'm gonna have to get a fucking rag or something.
Hey, Instagram. So we're doing this live show. This is my friend, Mr. Locario.
What up, people? Okay, who's online? Who's on the line right now?
We're just taking calls.
Yeah, you hang up on me the last time.
I hung up on you. When? What was this?
I told you that I'm a 30-something-year-old virgin.
You're a 30-something-year-old virgin.
Hey, and what's your name again? Calvin. So what's up with you, bro? What's going on?
Nothing much. I was talking to you for a little bit. I was at that time I was a little emotional.
Mm-hmm. And so what's going on? What's going on with you now, though?
Huh?
So what's going on with you now?
Well, Mama, I told you I live with my mom. And I don't have no money. My mom is my payee.
You said, wait, so you live home with your mom, and you ain't got no money, and what else?
My mom is my payee. I'm my SFI.
I can't hear a word you saying. You say your mother's paying you?
No, she's my payee. I'm on SFI.
Oh, you're paid leave. Is that what you said?
No, payee, SFI.
I can't. Can you hear what he's saying?
All right. So what's your question?
Wait, what's the question? Yeah, because I can't hear what you're saying. What's the question?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now. So what's the question?
My question is, can you help me out?
Can you help me do? What's the question though? That's what I'm saying. What do you need? What's the question?
I'm always getting used by women.
You say you're always getting used by women?
Yeah.
Okay, Amina, why do women use guys? Like, what do you think is his issue?
You're letting it happen. So at the end of the day, you end up with what you put up with. Okay.
That's true. So
raise your standards, raise your bar, step your game up.
And why? And because in the chat room they saying you trolling, but I don't know. So what are they using you for? What are they doing?
Instagram at Amina Zena.
What are they using you for?
I'm getting emotional right now.
Okay, see, he's trolling now. He's trolling.
You're just being a troll. If you are a 30-year-old virgin and you live at home and you don't have money, that's the reason you're single. Straight up. And if that's true, then that's why.
All right,
okay?
we gotta keep it moving because we got too many calls.
That's crazy, dog.
Let me shout out the people in the chat room real quick before we get into any more.
Can we just have a moment where we just talk about things?
Yeah, I gotta shout out the people in the chat room because dudes is calling it like crazy. But who's up in here? We got Jay Savage, Z Savage 2017 Business, Machu upstairs. Who else? We got King David, Excalibur Video King, Frankie O's, Zell.
The alpha male needs to chill.
Eat My Booty is up in this piece. The alpha male is up in here. Infinite-ism.
Yo, let's talk about my Instagram followers. Hey guys, just doing this dating show. I'm giving dating advice with my friends.
Oh man. Alright, so what up? It's Mr. Locario. What's poppin'? Alright, who's this? What's poppin'? What's going on? There's a lot of shit going on.
Can you guys ask questions and we'll answer?
Don't be talking about my
people's name. This your boy Gary, man.
What's going on, bro?
I want to talk to Amina and Zena.
Oh shit, go ahead. Go ahead.
Amina, what's up? How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Yeah, I'm always well. I just wanted to ask you,
matter of fact, keep talking.
Is it a problem trying to, get some pussy on the first date?
Is it a problem when a guy tries to get pussy on the first date?
Yeah, like have you ever done it before? Like what made you want to do it? Because I'm about to take this young date. I'm about to try to get some pussy.
Well, here's the thing about that. I think this is the key. I need everybody to listen up. This is major.
I'm listening, girl.
Everybody listen up. This is major. If you just
Go ahead.
if you just want pussy and nothing more from this girl, you need to be upfront about it.
That's what I've been saying.
Front. You can't be on some fuckboy shit and be like trying to pretend you want a relationship if you don't. Because there are girls that just want to have sex, but you need to present the situation like in the right way. Okay?
Right.
Every guy thinks every girl just wants a relationship, so he always tries to use that game of like, oh, I'm just gonna tell her what she wants to hear and pretend to have a relationship in her, and then when I get some, I dip out. It's typical. Just be upfront. That's how you're gonna get girls and keep them consistently. Like, if you just tell a girl,
you gotta just let them know what it is. Let them know what it is. Just tell them what it is.
We are way more likely to have sex with you multiple times.
They be like, they over exaggerate and they be tripping, they freak out. You be like, yeah, I just want to fuck, and they be like, man, what the fuck? Who the fuck do you think?
But you don't say it like that.
No, let me tell you what it is. You
don't be like, I just want to fuck.
Let me tell you what it is. This is the thing that Amina's, what's your Instagram? They went to Instagram.
Amina Zena, Amina Zena.
All right, so this is the problem that a lot of guys have when they just trying to tell chicks they want to smash, right? So for example, let's say I'm at a spot and I'm talking to Amina, like I don't know her, we just talking whatever, and so I'm having a conversation with her, right? Now let's say let's say I put my arm around her and I'm like doing this and she's being receptive, right? Now if she's being receptive, right, and she's flirting back with me and we're blah blah blah, then this is when I say to her, yo, let's go back to your place so I can fuck the shit out of you. Whatever, right? At that point, she's going to hear it better and she's going to receive it better because she's into it. You see what I'm saying? But if you're talking to a girl and y'all just talking and she's sort of backing up or she's not really, you know what I mean? Like she's all the way over here and I'm like, yo, come here, let's have some sex. She's not going to, so you have to read the girl. As long as you read her and you see that she's already in that zone, you feel what I'm saying? Then it's going to be easier for you to say it. So you got to say it at a certain time. You got to say it when she's ready to receive it. You see what I mean? So it's that type of thing.
I think, yes, you have to make sure the prospect is like somebody that's actually, could possibly happen with, right? You
like
got to...
Right, you could tell, like if you chilling, when you chilling with a girl and you could tell she like you talking to her at a bar, at a club or whatever, or you at a party, and you could tell she's sort of feeling you, she's smiling, she's being receptive, you flirting with her, she's flirting back. That's the type of girl you keep shit going with. You see how she's responding, and then you be like, yo, listen, let's go, let's get out of here, let's bounce. You feel what I'm saying?
And on this, you're like, I just want to fuck. Well, yeah, like, no girl wants to just fuck.
Yes, they do.
No, but how you say it.
That's what I'm saying.
How you say it.
Gotta be more smooth with it, right?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
You can't be like, you trying to fuck?
You gotta be smooth with it because it's the thing. Even though chicks want to have sex, they want to always have a reason to rationalize why they did what they did. You see what I'm saying?
He's so sweet. Oh, he's so smooth.
Right, yeah,
like, you heard that song, I Love the Way You Lie by Rihanna?
Right.
That's what that song is about.
That's what
like, pause.
Did you study the game? Like, you seem like you're an expert. Like,
I am.
You're like the Albert Einstein of the game, bro.
But pause. Let me just drop the knowledge, though, because it's like, men need a visual. We need audio. That's
actually true.
That's why we're always trying to text and talk to you. We need a conversation. So if you're just like, yo, I'm just trying to fuck, well, then you're going to go in my category of fuck boys that don't got game and you probably got whack dick. If you can't even talk to me right, you can't fuck me right. Straight up.
Amina Zena needs some dick.
You can't even like...
Any of you guys out there...
Then you can't...
Listen. Any of you guys out there that want to holler at Amina Zena, I'll hook y'all up. You feel what I'm saying?
No.
I'm good.
She wants something.
Oh, you good now?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. I just wanted to get some game from you real quick. So basically... See now, you know this? Hold on, wait. Conversate, like, so when I'm talking to these, females, it's best to, like, just not come out and be so direct, but, conversationalize with them, right?
Right. So what I'm saying is you could be direct, but it's when you're being direct. You see what I'm saying? So, like, if I literally just walk up to a girl and I say, hey, what's up? How you doing? My name's Locario. Can I fuck the shit out of you? Right? Most girls are going to be like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? Because I don't know. You know what I mean? So I don't know what the vibe is. But if I'm standing there and I'm talking to her and I'm flirting with her a little bit and I see that she's feeling me, then I could start moving along to that level. You feel what I'm saying?
But you can't just be, you gotta be honest, but it's just like, you gotta have some finesse.
Listen, I'm not a simp. I'm not a simp, you know. I'm not trying to pay for no pussy, but I am trying to get some pussy.
Right.
So, oh shit, I'm in Walmart with. Oh shit. But listen, you know, I'm not a simp, but I am trying to get some, you know, some play. So it's like, you know, I don't want to be too direct, but that's what I'm trying to do.
Right, and that's what we're saying.
That's fine.
And,
like,
yeah, we're
can
not
I just tell you this?
We're not saying look, we're not saying you can't be direct. We're saying
you gotta be kind of smooth.
We're saying that there has to be a time when it's right to strike and be. It's almost, you know what I'm saying. It's all about the timing.
You have to assess the situation. It's both.
Right.
If the girl is giving you vibes like you could bring that up, then that's, you know what I mean? That's when you would bring it up. And then how you bring it up. It's 2 parts.
Right.
Right? It's 2 parts.
Right.
And it's much better in person than over a text. Like, a text is just like dry, that's some whack shit. Like, if you actually are trying to, you know, be into a girl, you gotta kind of like show her.
And also too, like, you gotta understand. You gotta understand the dynamics of the situation, because, for example, you could say to a girl, "Yo, I want to fuck the shit out of you," right? And she'll be receptive only because of the situation. So, for example, if Amina's standing right next to her friend, her girlfriend, and I say to Amina, "Yo, let me fuck the shit out of you," she might want to have sex with me, but because her friend is there, she's gonna say no because she don't want to seem like a thought in front of her friend. You see what I'm saying? But if I'm talking to Amina and we're in the club, and even if her friend is like near her, but I go like this and I whisper that in her ear, she's probably going to be receptive to it. You see what I'm saying? Because what you got to understand is women care about what other people think. You see what I mean? They care about what's going on in the surroundings. They care about what you think. So everything has to be like sort of aligned to where you notice that she's at that moment where she wants to make something happen, and then you say it, and then you do it at that point. So it's not that you can't smash that but you got to do it at a certain point. You see what I mean?
It's just like a little dance.
Just one last question, because I know y'all got like 1,000 people to talk to. But Amina, I just want to ask you: am I wrong for just wanting to fuck?
No.
Am I wrong for just wanting to fuck and just keep it moving? Am I wrong for that?
No. But you are wrong when you manipulate people into thinking you in a relationship.
I be feeling guilty, you know. I be feeling guilty sometimes, you know, like I'm wrong, that I just want to, because these dimes, they be making it seem like I'm a monster.
Nah, that's the thing. So
everybody wants to.
That's the thing. You can't.
I'm not one to just fuck, right?
No. That's the thing. You can't really. This is the thing. You can't really take what a lot of these chicks say seriously, because a lot of what they're saying is emotional and situational based.
I tell him I hate him all the time.
Exactly. So if I was like, "Oh, Amina hates me," then I'm gonna think she really hates me. But it's just like she's just saying what she's saying for whatever reason. You see what I mean? So a lot of times, a girl might be like, you might say to a girl, "Yo, I just want to hook up, I just want to smash," or whatever. She's gonna be like, "Oh my god, that's so disgusting." And
but then again, how are you saying this? If it's in a text message, that is whack.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. Women, they're not like us. You feel what I'm saying? They're not like us. So they're not going to just, you know, like if somebody just says something to us, we take it as just what they said. If I say something to a woman, she's going to be like, "What did he mean by that?"
It's the whole experience.
It's like, what's going on?
This is it. You want pussy, right? Okay, so at the bare minimum, you need to have, like, it's all about your presentation. For us too, right? You want your girl with her hair done, her nails did, her body looking right. You don't want your girl to show up to your crib in some stained panties, ripped up shit, not looking right.
We don't care. We don't care.
No.
We don't care. That's what I'm saying. We different. We don't care.
I hear you though. So
we don't want just some dry ass text like, "Hey, you want to fuck?" Like, at least, "Yo, baby girl, you dance so fine." See, like,
chicks want to feel special. Yeah. Dude. I hate that it has to be that way. But so the thing is, in any situation,
Damn, you know you look so good.
You see, Amina really wants me right now. That's not even acting.
No, hey, you trying to fuck mom? No, I'm not. Ever.
But all I'm saying,
you don't want the type of girl that's gonna answer that text.
I be saying all that shit. "Oh, you so beautiful." I feel like a suck for saying that shit.
No. That's what I'm saying. You don't. Everything you say, right, should be authentic, but it also has to flow within the situation. That's what we're saying. Everything has to sort of flow. So it's almost like if I'm on the street with you, right? Like, let's say if I'm on the street and I want to sell you, I'll give you an example. I used to sell my mixtapes and my CDs in Times Square, right? So in order to get people to buy, what I would do is that, especially when there was girls that would come around, and, you know, I would actually, like, you know, dress up. I'll wear my tank top, have my muscles out. I start flirting with the girls, and I say, "Hey, listen, I got," you know, and I wouldn't even talk about my CDs there. I'd just be like, "Yo, girl, what's up? Where you from? Blah, blah, blah." She's like, "I'm from Europe." Cool. And I'd be like, "Listen, you know, I do this music stuff, and I got my CD here. You know, you want to hear some of it? I'll let her hear the CD, and then she's hearing it. She's like, oh, that sounds good. That sounds nice. I say, listen, it's only $5. You know, I love if you can support me. You know, blah blah blah. So now 9 times out of 10, they would give me $5 for the CD.
And like this
you see
is
what I'm
like,
saying?
can I say this too? You're over here like, I feel like a simp for calling a girl beautiful. You're a simp for not doing it.
It's like
don't
this,
listen to
like
me.
this, you know, because when I put these, look, it's like when I put these females on pedestal. I don't like putting.
It's not about okay. Pause. No, I get what you're saying, but you're missing the main point.
It's not. Yeah, it's not. It's not about putting them on a pedestal.
No, it's not.
What it is that what you're doing in any situation, because you can still be straight up about what you're talking about.
Like you're not seducing a girl at all.
Right.
Like,
this
by making her feel like shit.
This is the thing. You got to do this. What I'm saying is that just like I was saying with the CD example, I'm taking it from one stage to the next to get to the point. You understand what I'm saying? So even when you're direct, you're still taking it from one stage to the next to get to the point. So what I'm saying is that when you're talking to the girl, right, you're building up her emotions to be ready for when you say, hey, let's fuck. Do you understand what I'm saying? That's all we're saying.
And also, too, you got to be a little more in touch with your emotions. Women are emotional creatures. Like, if you want to crack the code to us, and you can't even tell a girl she's beautiful, then back down. And go speak to a therapist to figure it out.
And this is the thing. Let me ask you this. When you see a girl, do you think she's hot or that you want to fuck?
Yeah, of course.
Right. So what I'm saying is use that. So you go up to the girl like, yo, baby, you look so fucking hot. That's all you're doing. That's not simping. Simping is bending over backwards for women. When you're being direct and you're being authentic and honest, that's not simping.
There's nothing wrong with paying anybody a compliment.
You see what I'm saying?
Like, especially if you're trying to get some pussy, you can't even, you have too much pride to give a compliment, but then you expect women to want to have sex with you. Like, you can't even give a compliment. That's how big your ego is. But then you're calling and trying to get advice on how to get pussy.
So yeah, you gotta just let them know, man, and know how to flow with the situation. You feel what I'm saying?
If your girl looks good, just tell her. We love to hear it.
Right.
The same way, wouldn't you love it if every girl just sent you a nude right now? You'd be like, oh my god, thanks so much. Like, tell me I'm fucking hot. It really means a lot to me.
So Amina, send all these guys some nudes real quick.
We don't need nudes. No girl ever wants a fucking nude. But we want compliments. Look at us on Instagram. Look at us on Instagram. We need compliments 24/7. If you can't do that, no pussy. Bye.
Yo, Amina needs sex so bad. That's why she's so hyped today. Okay?
No.
I'm gonna need some of you guys out there to holler at my girl Amina to give her some good loving. You feel what I mean? So, so we can get this shit popping. But, the caller number is 646-481-3901. Let me try to type this in again. For some reason,
I don't do compliments for real, and that's why you asking advice on how to get pussy. Mr. Locario gives me compliments all the time. All the time.
I'd be like, Amina, you could.
Yeah, it's so nice. Like, thanks, boo. I really appreciate that.
What up? What's going on? Who's calling?
Hey, what's up, Locario? It's Alan H. Haynes. I'm watching on YouTube, man.
What up, bro? What's going on with you?
Oh, just chilling, man, up here in Seattle, and Amina, for the first time. 5 years of seeing you. Pleased to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
What's poppin', bro?
Yeah. And she look gorgeous. I just had to say that. I just want to say it for once. It's not like that. But
don't be complimenting Amina. She got a big ass head. Don't be complimenting her. But
no,
go ahead. But go ahead. What's going on with you?
It's kind of dull, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry I had to say that, man. But compare up where you're at, it's even better.
What happened? I couldn't even hear what you said. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm just here, just giving a shout out. There's really not much to say. I'm just keep on the game, keep on doing my thing. You know what I mean? Just taking my time listening to you. I've been listening to you all pretty much. At times, I'm just always busy working so much, but I'm just trying to balance it, in between.
Okay, that's what's up, bro. I appreciate the shout out, man. I appreciate the shout out, bro.
Honestly, telling what's going on, So just make it real quick. It's Friday, so I work graveyards now, so
I feel you. That mean that if you work in graveyards, I mean you gotta holler at them chicks in the day and set some shit up for later on in the weekend. You feel me? So that's how you gotta do it. You feel me? So But we can make that happen. But yo, I appreciate the call. We got like a billion people calling in, so we're gonna keep it flowing really quick today. You feel me?
I'm a Taurus.
Yeah.
All right, bro.
I hear from you real soon, and you take it easy, Nina. I hope I hear from you hopefully real soon.
Oh shit! Don't be trying to compliment me. All right,
he's just jealous. He's jealous. He gets so jealous.
Amina is like.
Are you jealous?
Don't listen to nothing Amina's saying. Amina's right like 10% of the time. The other 90%, she just be yapping because she needs some loving. You know what I'm saying? But what's going on, people? But this is the thing we wanted to say, though. I wanted to say before I take any more callers real quick, because I wanted to talk about the crazy chicks really quick, right? This is the thing. You guys got to be very, very fucking careful when you're dealing with crazy chicks, because sometimes you're going to deal with a girl who's so hot, right? You're going to think she's so hot, but her brain she's fucked up in the head. Now, if you end up having sex with this girl and she gets attached to you, then you're in for a world of trouble. Now, if you have sex with this girl, let's say you get her pregnant, it's a wrap for you. You feel what I'm saying? So I've been on dates with a lot of crazy chicks, and it's only first dates. This time I was about to have sex with a chick, or I seen her, I met her off of Tinder or some shit. She comes into the bar. I'm like, oh, she's bad, blah, blah, blah. In my mind, I'm like, I'm fucking this chick. Then as I'm talking to her, I find out she's fucking nuts. You feel what I'm saying? And then so I'm like, okay, now I can't have sex with her. Even though I want to fuck her, but I can't. Now it's like my brain and my dick is having a fucking argument. You feel what I'm saying? And usually my brain wins most of the time. So you got to make sure that your brain wins when you're dealing with a crazy hot chick. Because usually you find the crazy chicks and they're hot as fuck. You feel what I'm saying? So, you got to make sure that.
And you know what makes girls fucking crazy?
Oh, don't know. Here we go.
You know what makes girls crazy?
Here we go.
Is when guys try to say some shit like, oh, I want a relationship with you, and they just wanted to fuck.
Here we go.
So that's why I was saying you really just need to be honest, okay? There's plenty of girls that are down for the just a fuck scenario. But if you are disrespectful and dishonest about it, that's how you end up with charges, for real. Shit. That's how you end up with your keys, car all keyed up. Wait, that's how you end up losing your job.
Who's online? Hold on. Who's on the line? What's popping?
What's up, Mr. Locario? It's my Blaze.
What's going on, bro? What's going on with you? How you been?
I'm just chilling. Just elevating my mindset and shit.
That's what's up.
But I had to call in today because yesterday, when you said you were bringing a girl over, I was like, damn, shit, I had to call. So, I'm on YouTube. I see you, and I see the light skin beside you. So I was like, shit, I'm going to call you either way. So what's up, girl?
You trying to run game on me?
That's the man right there. Blaze is the man. He the man right there.
How tall are you?
Do you see yourself?
Huh?
Did you see yourself this morning?
Yeah.
You expect me not to say what's up?
I said how tall.
You know how sexy you look? What the fuck? You expect me not to give you a compliment over the phone? Look, let me tell you something. If I was there right now, we would be in the bedroom. Right now. I'm just gonna let you know right now. You would be like, Mr. Locario, you know what? Let me go teach this 18-year-old some few things. You feel me?
Oh,
so,
shit.
Yeah, you fine as hell. You fine as hell. What's up?
All right.
Y'all need to stop gassing her head up. Stop gassing this woman's head up.
No, keep going.
See, now y'all overdoing it now. Yeah.
No, now I'm ready.
No, but I like that you said you was like,
I'm gonna pay the bill this time.
You was like, I take her in the bedroom. That's what I'm talking about, bro. That's what I'm talking about.
That's what you gotta do. You gotta make me like, and then I'll be like, no.
Mike 23 say y'all acting like y'all never seen a woman before.
But that's how you gotta do it. No girl's gonna respond to anything less. Like,
oh, shut up. Amina don't know what she's talking about.
Guys are intimidated by me.
Listen, let me,
She low-key sound like a lot of girls. They're really not making sense. She's not making sense. She sounds logical a little bit, but she's not making sense at all. Amina, you look like the type of girl that can cook, So can you cook?
All right, here's the thing with all you little ass boys wanting to date your mother. Stop asking girls if they can cook.
He asked you a question. He said, "Can you cook?" Though that's what he asking.
I just asked, "Can you cook?"
Yes, I can.
So you know what? If I ever, because Mr. Locario, y'all at New York, right?
Yeah, we in Harlem right now. Filming this.
You know, I'm a hungry young man, so you know, anytime I need to eat, I'ma let you know.
You're 18.
That's
he's
what's
18
up.
years
Yeah,
old.
he's 18 years old.
Aw, that's so sweet.
He's about to get you.
And you know what? I'd be more likely to fuck him just based on how he approached me.
Oh, see?
Than these grown ass men out here with too much pride.
Mr. Locario, do you know how sexy I am? My goodness. I be trying to let people know I am too damn sexy, bruh. Women want me so bad. It's like, get off me.
Why do
like,
people hate women so much?
Like, Jesus.
Nah, he said that you want him. He said you want him. Though.
I think you need to keep your kind heart, yo. You're such a sweetie, and I think you're hot and wonderful, and I really appreciate how you were just so upfront with me.
See, Blaze, when you come to New York City, holla at me. I'm gonna hook you up with Amina. She gonna cook you up a nice plate.
See, I like his vibe. Like, you know I like how he just came out. Like, it made me really like, you know.
Right.
This is Pavion.
This is not Pavion. Everybody thinks that this is Miles' son. This is not Miles Cunningham's son. This is Blaze. I be thinking this is because he sounds.
What's her name?
This is Amina Zena. You can look her up online.
Oh, yeah, Amina Zena. That's your name.
Yeah.
Yeah, Amina Zena. Look, you look like you got a fat ass. I haven't seen your ass, but you just look like the type of female that got a fat ass.
You're just trying to see it, and
I'm
really
attracted to women with a fat ass. You feel me? So I'm trying to let you know, like, girl, if we ever met, all I have to do is just look at you and smile, and it's over with. Like, I be trying to let niggas know, like, I'm too much, bro. So I'ma holler at you. But you know what? Let me not get off topic. So, Mr. Locario, what's up, man?
I'm chilling, bro. I like the way you coming at Amina. That's what's up. That's what's up.
That's
you know what I'm saying?
This is low key how I come at every girl that I'm attracted to.
No, when a woman calls you a sweetie, that does not mean she'll never fuck you. It means you're a sweet guy.
They talking in the chat room.
And I'm more likely to fuck you. Girls genuinely like nice guys. What the fuck is wrong?
Amina, I don't give a fuck about being sweet. I just really low key. As Mr. Locario always says, is my dick wet? That's what I give a fuck. I really don't give a fuck about being sweet. I'm not no candy. You feel me?
That's what I'm talking about. This my nigga right.
See, this is why I hate men and Mr. Locario.
Right. Yo, Blaze, you the man, son. You the man, son. Don't let.
So let me get, cause I wanted to drop a bit of game before I left.
Let him. Yeah, you got
to. Question. So yo, Mr. Locario. So this is what happened the other day. I was sitting and I was thinking to myself, like, yo, how many girls in my neighborhood am I attracted to? And I realized there was this one girl that I'm really attracted to. I think she in her 20s or something like that. So I was like, you know what, fuck. Anytime I see her, I'm going to let her know I'm attracted to her.
Right.
So I saw her the other day. She was riding her bicycle. She came across me, and I just froze. I just froze. I didn't know what to say. She said hi. I froze. I was like, so when she went by me, I was like, what the fuck am I freezing for? Like, what the hell? So I hesitated. I hesitated the whole time, but I was like, you know what, fuck it. I'm going to go talk to her. So I went there and I started talking to her. I was like, yo, what's up, fine ass? Like, the reason why I'm here is because I need your help in this and this. So I started off with, I'm low-key young. I don't know what to do yet.
Right.
I'm about to go to college next year. So, what college do you go to? So she was like, I go to this college. I was like, this college, do they play basketball? Because I love basketball. She's like, yeah. They play basketball. I was like, do people make it to the NBA? She said no. From her school, people don't make it that much. So I was like, fuck it. I might, visit your school. So, from there, I went to, hey, are they fine girls like you over there? And, she was like, nah, they're just all types of flavors. I was like, real quick, all types of flavors? That's a lot of food for me.
So Blaze, hold on. So when you went back to her and started talking to her and all this other stuff, right? So at what point did you close the deal, or did you close the deal?
That's the thing. Because you know how you say, like, every time you talk to a girl, revisit in your mind, like, did you close the deal?
Right.
Yeah. I when I came back, I was like, hold on, fuck. Like, I didn't close the deal completely. Cause she my neighbor, but I didn't close the deal completely. Cause I ended it with like, I low key think you stalking me. That's why I really low key don't want to give you my phone number. At me, you mean? I don't date. I holler at your boy, and so I left. So I didn't close the deal like giving her my number,
right?
Because she around the corner. But you know, that's how I left it. So I wanted to get your take on that.
Right. Well, this is what I would say. Hold on, I'm gonna let you say something in a second. This is what you got. This is what you got to do. You understand? Yeah. When you first out here talking to chicks, right?
Yeah.
You always wanna close the deal. You understand what I'm saying? Just because you want to get into the mind state and you want to get into the habit of closing the deal. You feel what I'm saying?
Okay.
So you just do it. Period. Even if it seems like the girl's not interested, you be like, hey, take my number or give me a number. Even if she's gonna say no, it don't matter. You just want to get into the habit of closing the deal.
Yeah.
You see what I mean? As you get better at interacting with women, because at least now you're starting to go up there and really go in and start talking, which is good. I'm glad that you went and talked to her. But as you get better, then you start closing the deal with chicks where you see the vibe is really there and really strong. But at the end of the day, you always got to try to make sure that you're closing the deal, period. You feel what I'm saying? But Amina, what you was going to say about that? What's your thoughts, Amina?
Just taking a couple selfies.
Shit. Amina. Tell me some real shit now.
I'm just trying to figure out why you're 18 years old so concerned with all these women right now.
Oh my God! Shut up, Amina.
Because you need to focus on your motherfucking future.
Don't listen to her. She don't know what she's talking about.
Amina, let me tell you something. If you had the body of a man and you were at your peak at 18, you would understand this question. What's the next question?
I understand that you're extremely horny and stuff, but I do just want to preface you.
That's a gift. What the
but
fuck?
listen, you need to calm down.
Full of men and women, where men were not attracted to women.
But you need to. But this is what we're trying to tell you.
Understand that if I saw you, that's really what's going through my head.
And every single female knows that. We know this. Let me tell you something, because I'm older than you and wiser than you. Mr. Locario is making a video today.
Oh yes, you can teach me something.
But if you listen, you gotta listen. You gotta listen. You can't talk when I'm talking. Okay? Communication.
You see what happened? You see what happened? You see what? Hold on. Wait. Let me stop. This is a teachable moment. You see how when you give a woman an inch, they take a mile? Because you see this? You see this?
You want to learn some shit
because
today?
Amina, hold on. Because Amina, hold on. Amina, right? She thinks you got this is where you got to be real careful when you're dealing with women. You got to be real careful when you're dealing with women or talking to women, especially about advice.
Can you let me talk?
Hold on, wait. I'm gonna let you talk in a second, but this is a teachable moment, right?
Then teach it.
I'm gonna teach it, right? Because what Amina's telling you, she's trying to tell you, hey, slow down, don't worry about that, worry about your schoolwork. That sound all good and all that on paper, but you're still a man. You feel what I'm saying? You're still gonna be attracted to women. So we're gonna talk about how does he get the girls? You feel what I'm saying? So,
right. But my whole thing is like, I'm not saying to stop being a man and stop being attracted, because you won't. And you're gonna have a nice body. You're gonna have a nice body and be in your prime for a long time. So don't think you're in a rush. I'm saying you need to slow down to a point so that you don't end up with some crazy bitch. You don't end up with an unwanted pregnancy. You don't end up with a rape charge.
That's true too.
If you're just out here being reckless, slinging your dick, and you can't even control your lust a little bit, you're gonna end up in jail. Literally.
I mean, that's true too. That's true too.
Control your lust. Like, I get it, men are horny. I fucking get it. You always will be. But like, if you can't control your lust, you're gonna end up in jail, because that's what rapists do.
See now she's going like all the way on the other side.
That's how some guys are, and they get aggressive and they grab onto a girl, and like, rape is a problem. So I'm telling you now.
Right.
Just
chill. And on top of that, chicks are fucking crazy, which is why we talking about crazy bitches. But what I would say for you, Blaze, right, is that to Amina's point, what she's saying is that you just want to be aware of all the other extra retarded shit that can happen. Now, we understand that. So what I would say to you for what your specific situation is that I see at least you're getting good at the talking to the girls, which most guys don't really even get good at for a while, right? So now all you got to do is get good at learning when to sort of close the deal, to sort of to bring it all together. You understand what I'm saying? Because that's the glue that makes you go from point A to point B with the girl. You see what I'm saying?
And just a reminder, every single one of you slid out of a vagina. So I don't know why you hate women so much, but you came out of one.
Shut up.
You came out of one, you guys.
Ain't nobody hate one. Blaze, yo, I appreciate you calling. We got like 1 billion people calling in, so I'm gonna have to like keep it moving a little bit further. But yo, I always appreciate you calling in, my dude. All right.
Yeah, appreciate it, man.
Yeah,
all right,
man.
Amina.
All right.
Yo, talk to yourself. All right, bye.
All right, later. Yeah, man. So that's why you guys got to get this book, How to Have Sex with Two Women a Day. This is Amina Zena's favorite book.
But I'll just say this, guys. Like,
so click the link below and get it.
It took me a while to get this. And, like, I get it. Men want to have sex, and I'm not even opposed to the idea of it being casual and you doing what you got to do. It's just a respect thing. That is what we're talking about.
See,
do not be out here pretending you want something.
Women, man.
Don't. If a girl says no, just leave it at that. There's enough girls out here that are freaks. Now, I don't mean no, like, I mean, I'm talking about, like, no, like, she clearly rejects you, like, no, no, no. But, like, it's different if it's, like, at first it's a no and you build tension and over time. That's different.
But you know what it is, too? A lot of times women, they're going to act towards you differently how they're going to act towards other motherfuckers. You understand what I'm saying? So I know, Amina, I know that you've had dudes where, you know, they hit you up and you text them right back or you call them right back. Then you got dudes who text you and you just ignore their shit, right?
It's a spectrum.
So what's the difference though? Why you ignoring one dude, but then the other dude you like, hey, what's up? You feel what I'm saying?
Depends on what it is that's attracted me to them and what it is I feel like I need, what we can offer each other at the moment, that sort of thing.
So does it matter how bad you want to fuck the guy?
Yes.
Okay, that's going to determine how quickly you're going to be responsive to him.
Yes.
Now, are there times where you want to fuck a guy but you're intimidated to fuck him, so you don't really like try to do it because you're like, oh, I'm going to just not call him because I'm scared to have sex with him because maybe I might catch feelings and stuff. So that's another thing too. So that's the thing where you might not call a guy because you're intimidated, right?
I don't usually call guys first.
Or not even first, just like, let's say he hits you, he texts you, and then let's say the guy texts you and says, hey, Amina, let's get together. But you thinking, yo, he's just so, I'm just so into him, I'm scared to really do anything. You be hesitating.
I only hesitate when it's not clear.
When what's not clear?
When the lines aren't clear.
Right, of what he's trying to do?
Yeah.
So if you know what he's trying to do, but you're intimidated, would you still hit him up? Because my question is, does intimidation play a factor? That's what I want to know.
Not really. I don't think we get intimidated.
Oh, yes, I do.
But
I already know the answer to this question. I'm just seeing what you guys say.
I don't know. But yeah, there's times when girls are very unsure, and that would be why they don't hit you back.
Right.
For sure. They're not sure if they want to do it with you.
Right.
And that's what I'm saying about just like...
And what makes them not sure, though? That's what I'm saying. What makes them not sure?
When you're wishy-washy, when you're inconsistent, and when you haven't been upfront about what it is.
Right.
I'm not saying you have to like put it all on the table, like what are we need to be in a relationship, but it's just hard when it's like you're acting one way but you're saying another thing. Your actions and your words need to line up. Like Mr. Locario, the reason he's here in my living room, we've been friends for so long. This guy has how many girls? He's married. He's been with hundreds of girls because he's up front.
See, Amina's intimidated by me. Y'all don't know about that though. Amina Zena
Am I
is
intimidated?
hell yeah, she's so intimidated.
I am.
But what's poppin'? Who's this?
Drake from South Carolina.
Drake?
All right. Yeah.
Oh, what's up, Drake? What's going on with you, bro?
Can you talk about open relationships and because me, I can't be like, I can't let my woman have sex with other guys, but I can have sex with other women.
Right. Well, you could actually have an open relationship like that. Meaning, I forgot. I think they call it. I forgot what they call that version of open relationship where one person goes and sees other people and the other person doesn't. So you could have it where you say, hey, look, I want to see other girls, but I want you to just be with me. There's people that actually do that. So you could do that if you want. You feel what I'm saying? So it's not anything that's like, crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Can I just say this, though?
Okay.
If you can't even get your own regular ass relationship in order, you're not gonna be able to handle open relationship.
You don't know nothing about no open relationships.
I don't. That's why you sitting in my house.
I know about open relationships. Okay, I'm the king of open relationships. I'm the king. Okay, no, but this is what I'm saying, dude. You could have that. So don't worry about but you just gotta find a chick who's on that same page. You know what I'm saying? Which might not be as simple as it sounds, but if you have to actually go out and explore and meet different people, talk to different people, see what they're about, see who knows who, see if there's certain communities and where you live that's gonna have people that are doing that type of shit. Because if you want to make that happen, you gotta really find a chick who's down for that. Or what you could do is a lot of times is that when you dealing with a girl and she's really feeling you, she's going to sometimes let's say y'all just been dating, but y'all not really a couple yet or whatever. But let's say y'all been dating. Let's say she wants to get with you on some relationship shit. You might say, hey, listen, I'm feeling you. I want you to be my girl, but I might still want to mess with other chicks. And because she's feeling you so much, because she's so emotionally attached to you, she'll fuck with it. You feel what I'm saying? But it's something that you got to talk about. Something that you got to have a discussion with your girl or whatever who you're dealing with. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I want to get that woman's opinion also.
Go ahead.
You don't mind.
On the open relationship where you are with other people and she's not?
Yeah.
That's totally possible. And there's nothing wrong with it. And I think you guys really need to understand my point of respect. And a lot of you are in the chat room joking, but I can't tell if you're joking or not. Yeah, you do kind of have to, it's a give and take. A lot of you want to come in, get some dick, and treat us like shit. I'm sorry. You want to get some pussy. The way you guys are talking, you just assume a girl's just going to lay down, you're going to fuck her, you don't have to do anything nice to her, you don't have to speak to her, she's not a human. You're dehumanizing us. You can have any situation you want. You can have that open relationship you want.
Amina's her feminist shit right now.
But it's not about being a feminist, it's about, where are you going to go to get a haircut? The barber that's like, fuck you, man, I don't care about your lineup, fuck you, give me money? Or the barber that's like, oh, hey, word, how you been? How's your cousin?
Right.
It's not even, and you guys are
I see what you're saying, though. I see what you're saying.
The way you guys talk about women, I wouldn't want to talk to any of you. It's
I see what you're saying, but you got to understand something. There's
customer service, yo.
There's always a language difference between men and women. Because, for example, the way that we talking on here is man talk. You feel what I'm saying? So when a woman sees it, she's like, what the fuck is wrong with you guys? You see what I'm saying? So that's what it is. So a lot of times when a woman sees it, she doesn't understand. But when we talk to a chick and when we interacting with a chick, we're interacting with her authentically as a man, how we are, but in juxtaposition to how we're talking to a woman. So it's like when you talk to your teacher or your fucking grandma, you're gonna talk to your grandma different than you talk to me. You feel what I'm saying? Or you talk to your girlfriends, or you talk to your kids or whatever. You see what I mean? So there's always different ways that you're gonna come at the game, but it all depends on the context you're in, which is why, you understand? Like they said in a chat room, locker room talk. That's what dudes do. You feel what I'm saying? But
But some of you guys are taking this locker talk to girls, and then it's like,
they ain't telling you you're here in the locker room.
Okay,
that's what I'm saying.
I hope none of you approach us like that.
No,
but
some
it's
of
the
us
mindset
do.
Too.
Some of us do. It don't even matter. We'll approach.
You're feminist alert. I didn't say anything about equal rights. I'm giving you guys the truth. There's two different ends of the spectrum. There's man, there's women. I'm telling you what we like. You're telling me what you like, and we're coming up with a compromise.
Hold on, 1 second.
Because the whole point is this. Men need a visual, we need an audio, but y'all are so bad at communicating and you're not in touch with your emotions, and then you guys are just like these grown-up little boys mentally.
She's trying to get at y'all.
Mr. Locario,
y'all gonna take that from her? Y'all gonna take that from her?
You know why he's able to have open relationships and shit is because he's in touch with his emotions. That doesn't mean you're crying in a pillow and shit. It just means you're able to look at yourself and be like, and know how to gauge other people and read other people. A lot of your problems come from the ability of not being able to read other people because you can't even read yourself.
Oh shit!
You can't even determine how you're feeling. Then
you're trying to go to a little bit of facts though.
You can't even determine how you're feeling inside. Then you try to go to a woman, make her feel good, but you can't even make yourself feel good.
Oh, she's talking a little bit of facts though. Hold on, wait. Who's on the line? Who's on the line?
This Ant from Connecticut, man.
What up, bro? How you feeling?
It was good, man. Shout out to both of y'all, man. Y'all both doing your thing out here, man. Working hard. I appreciate it.
I am fucking triggered.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So what's going on with you, bro?
All right, so I got a little situation, right? Well, it happened yesterday. You know, I met a girl when I went out, you know. Everything was going good. You know, we was in the club dancing, making out, doing the whole 9 yards.
Right.
So I take her back to my car, and, you know, she got a spot in the area. She has her own spot. So I was like, okay, word. So, I'm trying to chop it up. I'm trying to get her to let's go back to her place and just chill. She almost was with it, but didn't really budge at the end.
Right.
So then, fast forward, I'm talking to my friend, and he told me, you know, what I should have done. He said I should have been more of, I guess you could say, more of a savage with it and try to just pull her just anywhere and stop being so traditional with always needing a place and a bed and all that stuff just to make shit happen. Like,
that's called
so what's
rape.
your take on that?
No, it's not. That's not rape.
Just drag her to the
no,
side and
see,
get her where you need to get her.
That's why
that's
you
called
can't.
rape.
That's why you can't have men talking for the women because they always gonna claim rape. They was like, "Did you say hi to that girl?" That's rape.
But I mean, no. I'm sorry. I'm not fucking anybody on the side of the road after I said no a bunch of times.
No. But this
one.
No.
You didn't say savage. You said you just got more of a savage.
That's not even savage. That's raping.
Hold on.
Chicks to like abandoned parking lots and shit.
No.
Hit it there, like.
So let me ask you real quick. So so you said that you was trying to do this chick and you said that she said no?
Well, no, I was trying to take her. I didn't say it like that, but I was, you know, just trying to take her back to her place. You know, just chill, get some drinks, and all that. And at first, she was a little with it, but then she didn't budge all the way.
Was it a first date?
Distracted. What?
It
wasn't. It wasn't really a date. Because here's what happened. Here's a little backstory, right?
So you gotta get
I'm meeting up with my friends around 9 o'clock yesterday. You know, I'm waiting on them, so I was like, all right, let me go downtown early and just wait for them. As I'm walking up to the bar, I see her, I run into her, and then that's where we met. I come to find out that she literally just escaped from a date with a guy who was completely just whack.
Right,
completely whack.
So you just met this chick at that moment.
So at that moment, you know, we just started chopping it up, you know. We went to the bar together. We were just kicking it, chilling, then, you know, things turned physical, you know, making out, grinding on the dance floor, all that stuff. So then that's when, you know, after the end of the night, I took her to the car and shit. And so
wait, hold on. So you went to your car, and then she got in the car, right?
Yeah, she got in the car.
And then you were like, hey, let's go back to your place. Is that what you told her?
Yeah, pretty much. I try to make it like a little more detailed. I feel like chicks like, you know, a little more detailed description of like actually what you want to do, like, you know.
Right. And so what did you say? And what did you say?
Drinks and just at 10:30 in the morning, so it wasn't like she had to get up at like 7.
No, but what did you say? Because this is what I want to know. What did you say when you were in the car with her about to take her back to her spot?
Yeah, I just asked her. I was like, hey, you know, where do you live? She's like, I live in New Haven. I was like, oh shit, you know, because we're in New Haven. And you know, basically, she has her own spot. She don't have no roommates, no nothing.
But like, what were you saying?
Right. That's what I want to know. I want to know what exactly did you say in the car when you're in the car?
Okay, what exactly?
Right. That's what we want to know.
Yeah, I basically said, let's go back to your spot and get some drinks and chill. That's basically what I said.
Right. And then what did she say after that?
She basically was like, let's go back to the bar, or, you know, I need to use the bathroom, you know.
She wasn't trying to fuck you.
Right. Well, then, and this is the thing. At that point, right, I would have just called it a night and just said a peace out, or I would have been like, look, here's my number, holler at me later. This is what I want to say. What your boy was saying about being savage and smash her in the alleyway, in the bathroom, or in the sewer, or whatever the fuck you was thinking. You could no. This is what I'm saying. That can happen only if she is literally on your dick at that point. Meaning, like, she's like grabbing you up, she's kissing you, she's like grabbing your shit at that point. Then you could be like, yo, let's go to this bathroom, let's go to this parking lot, let's drive somewhere in this corner. Then you could do that at that point. But if a chick is like sort of resisting in a sense of like, I don't know, I don't want to, let me go back to this place. at that point it's kind of like it's kind of dead. You understand what I'm saying? Unless you sort of fall back and you say, all right, cool, and then you gotta start talking a little more, and then you start getting physical, and then it goes back into the, you know, like touchy-feely type of shit.
All about reading the situation.
Right, and that's what we were saying earlier with the other dude is
and
that
that's
you gotta
like
read the
wild
situation.
Card. And back to the main point of this video about avoiding crazy chicks.
Right, because you don't know, you don't want to be doing no shit.
Like,
and then she say,
be out with a stranger like that.
And then she be,
that's not my lane. I can't. Like, I'm not saying I'm not savage, but not in that type of way, because I'm very conscious of the whole rape culture and all that other stuff. Like,
but it's not even, no, but it's not. And
it's not. I get what he's saying.
Right.
Like, if the girl is really on you and trying to fuck,
right.
Yeah, that is when you take her off to the side.
Right.
But if she said no a bunch of times and you take her off to the side, the cops are coming to your house.
Or not even that. You got to understand that chicks, see, this is the thing. I always tell guys, when you fucking with a chick, you want to make sure that she's somewhat like you can still create the sexual tension, try to flirt with her, make shit happen. Now, what you want to do is you want to always make sure that she is at least matching or more than what you want. So, for example, if I'm flirting with a girl and I'm like this or whatever, like she needs to be the same way here, all this, doing all that shit or more. You feel what I'm saying?
100%
and then so if she's doing that or more, then you go through. If she's doing anything less than that, you fall the fuck back, because what you don't want to do is you don't want to get in a situation where she ends up doing something with you, then she starts to feel like, oh, he pressured me. I was scared. I just did it because you see what I mean? And that's the thing you don't want to happen. You see what I'm saying? Because, again, you got some crazy chicks out here who you'll do some shit with them, they'll feel guilty about it tomorrow, and then they want to act like you did some shit you didn't do. You see what I mean?
That's what scares the shit out of me, because I'm a big black dude. And,
right.
You know, we're New Haven, the city life in New Haven is predominantly white, like very predominantly white.
See?
So I'm very conscious of the whole race and rape thing, you know, like, and that's always on the back of my mind sometimes. That's why, like, I'm very cautious at the same time when I'm, like, you know, seducing chicks and all that other stuff. Like,
exactly. And that's why, and that's a great point that you make that. It keeps coming back to the main point, like, A, get in touch with yourself, 1. 2, it's like how you present it.
Right.
Because everybody knows you want to fuck. I know he wants to fuck me. I know every guy that talks to me.
You know I want to fuck you?
Yeah.
How do you know I want to fuck you, though?
Because he says it all the time. But it's like, I know that if a guy's talking to me, even on a friend level, there's that sort of like sexual tension there. We know what it is. That's why we love the way you lie. You got to make it sound good. Presentation, right? You don't go to a 5-star restaurant and they just like, you know, dump the food on a plate. See
chicks, they can't. See, the only time a chick can get shit straight is when she's in that mood generally. You feel what I'm saying? That's because chicks, you know, so it's like, because chicks know that we want to smash. Even if we don't like them, we want to smash. Even if we think they're terrible people, we want to smash. Even if they have one foot, we want to smash.
Female, somebody wants to smash.
Right. You understand what I'm saying? So it ain't not, so the thing is that they know this. So the thing is that if they want to also in return because I did a video about this the other day. I was talking about how men are horny, but women get horny. So basically, we're already ready because we all right, I'll put it this way. Notice how when it comes to sex, right? They always say that it takes women, it's harder for women to orgasm, right? Now, the reason why it's harder for women to orgasm is not because we're doing anything wrong, right? Because the orgasm within itself, at the end of the day, when you bust a nut, it's really because of what's going on in your mind. The girl just assists you in busting a nut. When a girl catches an orgasm, it's what's going on in her mind. We just assist her in catching an orgasm. You see what I mean? So a lot of times women, if they're not in that mood or they're thinking about a whole bunch of shit or they're all over the place in their mind, it's hard for them to orgasm. So I say that to say this is that we're so comfortable in what we're thinking and what we're doing at the time when it comes to sex, we just bust a nut. Chicks, they're always fucking all over the place a lot of times. You understand? So this is what I'm saying. When a chick is 1,000% trying to like do it, that means she's at the height of her mind and her vagina being in sync. You see what I'm saying? So therefore, when she does it with you, that's when she actually wants to do it with you, and that's when everything's gonna flow easier. Whenever you're trying to do something and she's backing away or she's going back and forth, it's her mind and her vagina ain't in sync. You see what I'm saying? So that's what you gotta understand. And so this is why I try to tell dudes like, yo, you guys gotta understand that when you're dealing with these girls, you gotta look out for those signs. You gotta see if she's actually really trying to do this shit. You feel what I'm saying? So you know, that's how it goes.
True.
That's how it goes. You know?
Yeah, because I mean, a lot of times, you know, they'll give you a lot of rhythm, but sometimes that can end up in, you know, zero results. So it's like you kind of really got to be analytical about the situation.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and that's what. And the reason why is because, like you said, they'll be giving you some rhythm.
Woo, that's the best thing I've heard from a man today.
Right, and then later on, what's gonna happen is that they're gonna be on some other shit because again, they're all about their feelings in the moment. You know what I'm saying? You do
have to be analytical. You really do. Niggas out here taking shots with girls they don't got a chance with.
Please.
For real, all the time. Assess the situation and be real.
Please.
Be real with yourself.
You got listen, and it's the thing, because like Amina could be dealing with a dude, and at 5 o'clock she's ready to get it on, and then at 5:15 she don't want to do it no more.
Depending on what your ass says.
You see what I'm saying? That's just how they fucking do. You know what I mean? It's just.
Come on, I
didn't make the rules. Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here.
You're gonna mess up my lips.
See, Amina's ready right now. Like I could literally do Amina right now in front of all you guys, and she'll be fine with it right now. Just right now. But 10 minutes later, she might not be. That's just how girls are. You know what I'm saying?
That's good. And like I said, I've been through years of trial and error, and like it's really toughened me up, like mentally and all that. You know, just dealing with the game and dealing with chicks. You know,
are you trying to get married? What's your goal?
Oh yeah. I'm a diehard Mr. Locario follower, so I've learned a lot of game from him. So.
Are you trying to be a player, or are you trying to be married?
Maybe both.
No. I don't put labels on anything. You know, you just experience.
Exactly. See, there you go. That's how you got to do it. That's how you got to do it. See, he know the game. He know the game. You know what I'm saying? You know the game. Listen, if you give, you know, when you're dealing with girls, man, you just got to just know who you're dealing with when you're dealing with them. That's going to make it easier for you. Like, okay, I know I'm dealing with this type of chick. I know what's going to, you know what I mean? So you bring out a different side of you.
It's like, and guys, like, it's okay. Like, I know everybody wants pussy, but it's like okay to have a female friend. Like, it's totally fine.
No, hold on, wait. Let's.
You need to stop talking.
Let's talk about.
I sort of disagree with that.
Let's talk about female friends. You can have female friends who see. This is the thing. It's rare to actually have a woman who's an actual friend. Like, it's rare. So either your female friends are usually gonna be girls you're not attracted to, or girls you already smashed. You understand? Those are usually the two criteria. Now,
that's neither.
So now, if you didn't smash her, or you're not attracted to her, there has to be something else that, you know what I'm saying? Because I've known Amina for like probably 5 years or 6 years almost. You know what I'm saying? And so there has to be something else that you guys have in common. Like me and Amina, we're into media. We're into like, you know, we actually, you know, interact with like the public. You understand what I'm saying? So we have that in common, which is why we're doing shit like this now and all that.
My thing is, if someone like Amina hit me and be like, hey, Ann, do you want to just chill all day and do all these things as friends? I would probably block her number. Well, actually,
I agree with you. I agree with you because the thing is, if you and Amina don't have anything in common that actually benefits you, then it doesn't make sense to be friends, because there's not really anything because you might be like, well, I'm attracted to her, so I'm gonna try to smash, and if I don't have anything in common, all I have in common, or the only thing I want is to smash. You feel what I'm saying?
So you should probably find girls that you like as a friend.
Don't you think that actually makes it worse if you have things in common? Like, it's like, damn, like, now I really like this shit.
No, that's I'm talking about. Well, I'm usually talking about common as far as business is concerned, or other things.
As far as business,
right? Because I'm not talking about common like y'all like the same movies and shit. Because then, of course, you gonna end up feeling her. I'm talking about like
lifestyle,
other things. Yeah, lifestyle stuff. That because the thing is, you could also for example, I could go to the club with Amina, and there'll be other chicks I could fuck with just because I'm chilling with Amina, because they'll be looking at me because I'm with her. You see what I'm saying? Stuff like that. So there's ways that you could use
and that's
shit
what I'm
in the game.
saying too. Like, it's not like I'm saying no, have a guy that's a bestie as a friend, but I'm just saying like it's cool just to have relations with females, because it keeps you fresh on how to interact with females. Like, not work, not customer service, but like how he's able to come to my house and we're able to talk about these things. Like, and
also you can make sure that you keep a reminder to yourself how fucking crazy these women are, son. Yo, they're crazy, B. I'm telling you, I'm dead serious.
We're crazy and y'all ain't shit. So I guess that's just how it goes.
So you gotta keep them around.
Y'all ain't shit.
As a reminder. See, she's crazy. You know?
Y'all ain't shit.
Let me ask, this is a question for both of y'all, actually. Right. Do you think a guy can tame a crazy woman?
If he can tame a crazy woman?
Why would you want to?
I mean, to a certain extent, yes, but at the same time, not necessarily. She'll be tamed for him, but she won't be tamed just in general. Like, you understand? Like, so what I'm saying is that she'll act a certain way to him. You feel what I'm saying? So if you want her to act the way to you, then yeah, you could do that. But it's not like you're actually changing her, because people aren't going to change because you're making them change. They change because they want to change. And they change. You can inspire change within them, but they always change because of them. You see what I'm saying? So any type of change she's doing would be in relation just to you, just because she wants to or feels like this is what she should do to keep you or to keep you interested or whatever it is. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So you know.
Definitely.
Yeah, man.
And one last thing before I get off the phone. This is a little off topic. It kind of had to do with one of your previous callers, because I also work a graveyard shift, and you were talking about, you know, putting in work during the day. Like, you have any like tips, like as far as like going about during the daytime for somebody like me who has to work the graveyard?
Yeah, it doesn't matter. You can always find somebody to work with you. If somebody genuinely likes you and there's a real connection there, you can make it work.
And what days do you work though? Like what days are you off?
Yeah, I know. Here's the part that's gonna suck. My graveyard shifts are Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday.
And you're off during the week, right?
Yeah, I'm off Monday through Thursday.
Right, so that's when you gotta get your game on, bro.
What the
Monday,
fuck?
And wait, and where you live?
Connecticut.
CT.
You're in Connecticut. Okay.
Oh shit, you can come down to New York.
You can come to New York. You could come to Jersey. I know there's spots somewhere around Connecticut, unless you're in Hartford. Hartford is terrible.
Not an excuse at all.
But the thing is that what you would do is Monday through Thursday, find spots, because like even the other day I was at a spot Wednesday evening, I think it was, Wednesday evening I was at a spot packed, crazy amount of chicks, you feel what I'm saying, and all that other shit. So you gotta bounce me, move over or this way, watch out. Move your ass. Okay,
y'all wanted to see it.
Get that ass. So there's a crazy amount of chicks that was at the spot. So you can go to spots during the week that you don't have work, meet women there, get the information, hit them up, and let them know, hey, I'm free this day, and this day. You see what I'm saying? And
yeah, there's no excuse.
Women, if you don't get your ass on the camera and start talking. But anyway, but yeah, that's what you gotta do. That's what you gotta do. If you have those days, meet women those days, and then set up times to see them on those days also. You feel what I'm saying? So for
y'all need to believe in yourself.
I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you and say it isn't a little rough in CT to try to meet people.
Like, right, and so you're gonna have to probably come to the city.
Just keep going at it.
You probably got to come to the city. Come to the city, find out what's happening in the city.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm working on coming to the city more often, definitely.
Right, and then meet those chicks.
I went there for my birthday last week, actually, and dog, it was amazing. Like, we met two chicks straight from Italy. Like, it's crazy.
Right, and then you meet those chicks and you tell those chicks, listen, I'm working Friday through Monday. I'm free this day, and this day. When are you free during those days? And they'll be like, oh, I'm free, Thursday night. I'm free Wednesday night. Then you go see them Wednesday night. You see what I'm saying? So all you're doing is orchestrating a situation your way. You feel what I'm saying? And that's how you do it. You feel me? Don't be smoking no crap on my show. All right, bro. So I'm gonna hit you up later, my dude. All right.
Thanks for all the game, man. Definitely appreciate it. I wish y'all the best of luck in y'all businesses and what y'all doing.
That's what's up, bro.
Off the phone now.
That's what's up. All right, so I'm gonna holler at you, man. All right, peace. Amina in the background, smoking some shit. Oh my goodness. So what's going on, people? Let me see who else is this. Yo, what's going on? Who's this?
Yeah, this is
Texas.
What up, bro? What's going on with you?
Yeah, I have a question for Miss Amina.
People, they need some more.
Okay, I'm coming
You can
back.
take that seat real quick.
Yeah, Amina.
Yeah, what's up?
I want to know. I want to know when it comes to men attracting women, do looks really matter?
To an extent, yes.
Oh, okay, yeah, I think you got to come.
To an extent, for sure. But they're not as critical for you as they are for us, and that's a fact.
Right, that's
it's when it comes okay. Are you still there?
Yeah, he's still
okay.
listening.
So yeah, overall, yes, looks matter, but it's just not as much. The same way a paycheck for me doesn't matter as much to you.
Right.
It just doesn't.
Right, and that's what I've been trying to tell you dudes. I'm like, yo, if you're a guy, because women, they're basically attracted to the feelings. I've been trying to tell you.
Yes,
this is why you'll have a chick crying. Let me tell you guys, I went on a date with this chick, right? The chick was bad. You would say she's like a 9 or a 10, right? So I'm talking to this chick and she's telling me how she's upset at some dude and how he's been playing her or whatever, blah blah blah. So I'm talking to her because I always talk to chicks about other dudes they fucking with on their dates because I like to get in motherfuckers' business and shit. So the chick, she's like, yeah, this guy and he did this and he did that. So she showed me a picture of the dude. Now, mind you, this girl's fit, almost a dime piece type of chick, right? The hell's that?
Emergency alert.
Oh shit, it's about to go down. But anyway,
fuck it.
But anyway, this chick, she's crying over some dude who's not calling her back. She showed me pictures of the nigga. And the nigga's some average-looking, chubby motherfucker. You see what I'm saying? And so she's crying over this, and I'm just thinking, I'm like, yo, this chick could get. And she even said to me, she was like, yeah, this other guys that are calling me. Because I said, what about other dudes that's talk to other dudes? She's like, yeah, but this guy, she kept talking about the guy on the date. Now, mind you, I'm on a date with this girl, and she's talking about some other average, chubby dude while she's on a date with me. You feel what I'm saying? So this is what I'm trying to tell you guys. So don't get it twisted. You see what I mean?
It looks honestly, it just does not matter in the same way. Right. It matters to me. I'm definitely a little bit more about looks, but
Amina, please.
But
please,
it's really about the total package.
I've seen the guys Amina get with. It's not about looks.
What are you talking about? My ex? My ex was fine.
No, that's what I'm saying. But also too, I always tell motherfuckers, looks is subjective.
My ex was a player.
Looks is subjective as hell because you might see a dude that Amina get with, and you might look at this nigga and be like, what? I look better than this nigga. That's what you would say, probably. You see what I mean?
Honestly, overall, guys, the way we perceive looks, just don't even worry about it. I mean, definitely be presentable.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You gotta
always be presentable. You should have your own swag and shit.
Right, you gotta have your appearance on point. You
and you should be healthy. I think everybody should be working out and being fit because that's what you should do. Mm-hmm. But it's not you have to be some sort of bodybuilder.
Right.
I would like it if you were. Every single female's gonna appreciate it. But it's girls almost have it to the point where if you don't look a certain way, it's an absolute guarantee you won't get play. The looks factor for women is just way, way, way more important, which is why you see girls with whatever type of jobs, but they're way more focused on their looks. They don't even care about their careers. Whereas guys are all about their careers and careers and careers and trying to impress women and be a boss.
Right.
But then they're not in the salons like us.
Right. So the thing is, what I always thought was funny. If women came to me and said it's all about looks, meaning hey, we gotta look really good, I would say yes. Looks is super important for y'all because y'all are women and we're looking at y'all. But for dudes, this is the reason why you could get a dude who doesn't look that great, but he can have a really hot chick with him because of his entire thing. Because attraction for women is the entire package. That's what I'm saying.
You're so right. I was just going to say that.
That's all I be trying to tell you guys.
It's a total package.
Because, you got guys out there that you would see that's you would say this guy's a good-looking dude, but he's sort of nerdy, right? Or he's a cornball, and they'll be like, I'm not really fucking with him. You see what I'm saying? So that's what I be trying to tell motherfuckers in the joint. You gotta understand that shit. You see what I'm saying?
And that's why we're talking about how you need to be able to talk to people. And that's why the 18-year-old boy was like, oh, I look so good, but that's not enough. It's just not.
Let me see who's on his phone.
Money,
what's going on? What's going on? Who's this?
We gotta tell him my ideal guy.
Hold on, we're gonna get to that in a second. But what's your name?
Dom, DOM.
Oh, Dom. This is from Dom from earlier, or is this a different Dom?
Is this Locario right now?
Yeah, this is Locario. What's going on with you, bro?
Oh, yeah, cool. Cause I'm watching you live. I can't see you.
Yeah. I'm here. What's going on with you?
All right. My name is Dom. Okay, so anyway, let me speak to the lady over there.
Amina, Zena, what's up?
Hey, what's up?
All right, so you know how Locario you said the truth is inside you?
Yeah.
I just want to say that I'm the truth. I'm trying to get inside you.
Oh my god.
All right, let's stop. Seriously though, so one thing, you're quite attractive.
What you say?
Hello?
What'd you say?
I just want to say you're quite attractive.
Oh, you say you're quite attractive.
Yeah.
That pickup line.
Listen, this is what you do when you see a chick like Amina. You see her, and you say to her, you be like, "Yo, you alright." That's all you gotta say to her. That's all you gotta say. Like, you alright. That's it.
I'm being honest. Like, so anyway, look, I don't have no social media. I'm not about to put my number on the thing. Just what's it called? Send me your email. I'm gonna send you my email. You send me your email, right? Then I'm gonna show you my pic, and you send me a pic.
Wait, where you from, bro? Where you from?
I'm Maryland.
Oh, you from Maryland?
If I even have to, I'm gonna even respond. You haven't been watching the show. Clearly.
So wait, what's your?
Yes, I have.
And so are you on Instagram or anything?
No.
You have no social media.
You're done, bruh.
You gotta get on some social media.
That's like you asking for too much. And if you ain't fine as fuck when I see that picture, then this shit will be dumb as hell.
Wait. So hold on. So wait. Real quick. So do you still wanna get with Amina now that she came at you like that?
Anyway. First off, let me just say, I'm trying to check it. Let me tell you something real quick. First off, I don't have time for social media. I have a life. So I don't have time to be falling over girls or whatever. So
he dissed you. He just dissed you.
Know what it is. So what I'm saying is, I'm going to send you my email. You send me your email. I'm going to send you a pic, and you send me a pic.
No, but this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying to you. How are you going to get her email, though?
And this is where we go. Okay, I hang up the phone.
No, that's what I'm saying. I want. This is a teachable moment. This is a teachable moment. Hold on. Wait. This is a teachable moment. My thing is, how are you going to get? First of all, did you say your email just now?
No, hell no. But
but that's what I'm saying. How is she gonna give you the email? That's what I'm saying.
So what?
How is she gonna get you?
You want me to say it right now? I'll say it right now.
No, but that's my point. No, that's what I'm trying to say. That's what I'm trying to say.
Okay, so hey, because I don't want nobody to say no dick pic. That's what I'm saying. Like I just want to say it up front.
Dude, this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm trying to say. This is what I'm trying to explain to you. Hold on. Let me explain it to you because this is a teachable moment, right?
All right, cool.
When you're trying to deal with women, right? You have to have situations where you are able to have access to them, right? So if you don't if you don't have an Instagram or Facebook or you don't want to put your number out, you don't want to put your email out, there's no way for you and her to connect.
No. I'm willing to put my email out. I just don't have social media, so I'm willing to give my email. Is that cool with her?
But this is what I'm.
You're not even willing to put it on the screen.
That's what I'm saying.
Some pussy ass shit, bro. You hiding behind the screen.
So that's what I'm saying.
That's
what I'm saying.
Pussy ass shit.
All you gotta do is say, listen.
Jesus fucking Christ! Can I put it on the screen?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, dude. That's all we're saying. All you have to do is comment. Look. All you have to do.
I just sent it to her.
Okay, is that you, odammy@gmail?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now we got it. She has it. That's all you had to do. That's all you have to do. This is what I'm saying. Look, this is what I'm saying. All you have to do is call up, be like, Amina, what's up? Listen, I want to see what's popping. I'm gonna put my email on the screen. Here we go. Hit me up with some information. Boom, that's it. That's all you gotta do.
All right, cool. Wait. Locario?
Yeah.
Listen, the reason I didn't want to click, I was scared this guy, this weird, was going to send me some weird pics.
Well, then I guess.
No, but this is what I'm saying.
But
you gotta hold on. You have to be okay with that though.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? You're trying to hold on. Wait. This is what you're trying to do. You're trying to get something without giving something. And the world don't work that way. You see what I'm saying? You can't do that.
But you're right. Okay. Look out, you're right. But I posted an email, so now what's up?
And that's what I was just about to say. I was like, I'm so sick of these guys trying to get... The way you approach me is just like, can you imagine if I saw you on the street? Hey, can I get $500? Like, I just need money right now. Give it to me. Just open your wallet. Like, I don't have money. I don't have money. Give me your money. That's exactly how you approach me. I don't have money. Give me your shit. Like, oh, what was your name again? Like, you know what I mean?
Wait. So first off, this guy came up and said, yo, you're attractive. Let me send you my email. And you send me yours. And you're like, what's it called? I'll send you a picture. You send me mine.
You fucked up from the intro, bro.
But this is what I'm saying, though.
What are you crying about?
No. This is what we're saying. Yeah. What I'm saying is, what you're saying is this, is that if you wanted to do that, meaning you say, hey, let me, you're saying what you're going to do instead of just doing it. That's what we're trying to say.
I did it.
Right. You did it after, but that's what I'm saying.
That's
what I'm saying. That's what we're saying. It's a teachable moment. So what I'm saying is that instead of inquiring or instead of saying, oh, I don't do this and I don't do it. Because we didn't even need to know that you don't do social media. We didn't even know all that. All you got to do is say, hey, listen, here's my email.
Yeah.
I'll put it on the screen, or I'm saying it so you can watch the replay and email me, and that's it. That's all you got to do.
You should have just been
Okay, I agree. But I did it now. So now what's up, Amina? I already did it. So now what's up, Amina?
Now,
go ahead. You talking? Go ahead. That's
now it's like, okay, if you want me to email you, like, what do you look like? Because if you want me to,
I'm gonna. You send me an email, so I'm gonna send you a pic.
But if you're trying to base attraction off of your physical appearance as a man, it's because you are on point.
First off, let me be honest. First off, I'm just playing around. I'm seriously not gonna fuck with you. So I really don't give a fuck. So I'm just playing around. So that's all I'm just saying. Send me a pic and I'll send you one. That's all I'm saying. So I'm not like trying to fuck you because like I'm not even close to where you at. I'm not definitely about to drive to come see you. It's fucking retarded.
Wow.
But I'm just playing around. I'm just playing around. I'm just like testing. I'm just.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will never put effort into you. You're a piece of shit. Give me your pussy though. Give me your pussy. You're not shit. I wouldn't do anything for you. You dumbass bitch. Fuck me now. I wouldn't do shit for you.
It's what dude, you gotta understand, man. You gotta make me want it. No, listen, you gotta give to get, bro. That's all I'm saying. That's all. It's really simple. It's really simple. Like, because if you first of all, if you don't got social media, right? And then he also said, I don't do social media because I got a life. So what is that sending a message to the girl who you're trying to get with? You're saying she don't got a life. You see
you're just being rude as fuck to me. Like, oh, I'm so excited to fuck this mean ass guy. Wow,
hold on.
I'm turned on.
Yo, what's poppin'? Who's this?
Hello, Mr. Locario.
What is going on? Who's this?
Hi, this Chen. I called before. Hi, Amina.
Oh, what's going on? This the Asian dude, right?
Yeah.
That's my Asian brother. What's going on, bro?
Sorry to bother you at this moment.
No.
Quick question.
Cool. What's up with you?
Well, he's all right. Just getting off from work. I don't want to hold you out too long. So just couple quick question. First one, based on your experience, maybe Miss Amina can chime in too. What usually the conversion ratio between when you approach a woman? Like, for example, what's the percentage success?
Oh, like, so you're talking about like what's your success as far as just approaching women in general and trying to make them happen?
Average. I know we had this discussion. I just saw that.
Well, usually
doesn't matter, but I'm just curious. Like, if you're an average-looking guy, especially if you factor in the race, whatever.
Right.
What's the percentage?
Well, usually, like I always say, on average, like if you're just, let's say you're a guy who's not really a guy who talks to a lot of women and who goes out there and is really well versed in the game, it's usually going to be 1 to 10%. Meaning that means that if you talk to 100 girls, you're probably going to get 1 or 10 of their numbers. You understand what I'm saying? So that's usually if you're on the average level. Now, if your skill level is up, if it's better, like if you actually are comfortable talking to women, you talk to women a lot, you are, you're so used to talking to girls back and forth, you know what makes them tick, you know how to really like get in the girl's mind. If you talk to 100 girls, you might get maybe like 20 to 30 tops. You feel what I'm saying? But right. So what the thing is that guys don't understand is that there's always going to be a high rejection rate because of so many different factors. One is because, of course, she's not into you. 2, she has a boyfriend. 3, she's a lesbian. 4, she's just fucking nuts and she doesn't want to talk to nobody and she's insane and she's like gonna act stupid. You understand what I'm saying? 5, she's intimidated by you, because that also happens. So there's all these different reasons that take up that 70 to 80% of the reason why she's not gonna fuck with you. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
Right.
Okay. Thanks. Another thing is last time I asked, you mentioned about being Asian American. I can play into the novelty factor, right?
Right.
You say being the only Asian, whoever that approach a girl of different ethnicity, something like that. So I try to apply that, and I go to like predominantly either African American or predominantly Hispanic American. I feel that actually plays adversely in my hands. I'm not sure it's because the fact from why somebody told me it's because the fact that the girls who go to those kind of settings usually are only attracted to certain type of dudes, you know, like the one that's on mainstream hip hop artists. Am I right or no?
Well, it's a lot. It's a lot of different factors. Go ahead.
Can I say something? So the guy that asked about looks, okay, it's not a particular look, and this is like just a random fact, but most girls like to feel smaller, or at least like the same size as the dude. Like,
right.
So it's not about a particular look. You don't have to be a particular black, white, this or that. But like most 9.9 out of 10 girls like to be with a guy that's taller than her.
Right.
And that's just a spectrum. It's like girls want to feel like the smaller one. So that's not really looks. That's just like a body type thing.
Right.
That's not a look. That's a body type.
Right.
So if you are 5'7", you should be trying to talk to girls that are like 5'4", 5'5". You know what I mean?
Right.
That sort of thing.
And also too, like what it is too is a lot of it has to do with because the reason why these questions are hard to answer is because I would literally have to be there seeing what you're doing, what you're wearing, how you're coming across to the girl, all those different factors. You see what I'm saying? So it could be something as simple as the way you're dressed. You feel what I'm saying? Or it could be, or let's say if you're dressed fine and you look good in your stuff, it could be something as simple as the energy that you're bringing when you're talking to the girl. Because sometimes you might need to be a little bit more assertive or even aggressive when you're approaching a girl and talking to her to get her attention. You see what I mean? Or so it's a lot of different things that could be happening that makes it, you know, a little bit harder for you to make it happen.
And so his point is exactly true. The energy thing, like I feel like you're always going to attract like what you are to an extent. So it's like a lot of you guys having trouble with girls, you got to look on the inside. You know, you got to figure yourself out. Because you're always going to attract people that are kind of going through and are on the same level as you. Right. Like, look, like he was saying, me and him, like, we both do public speaking a lot. We're both, like, very similar in that way. So we have that bond. You know what I mean? So you got to get to know yourself and what you're about. And, like, our connection makes sense. This isn't, like, random. Right? No, it's not random at all. So the more, like, secure you are, you go out there and you meet other people that are secure and things actually start working. Because you both are, like, cool. It's not just, like, always, like, confusion and shit, you know?
Right, and also too, you gotta understand too is that there's a sort of like energy and a psychological type of vibe that goes along with when you're interacting with women. Meaning that when you talk to a girl, it's almost like you're supposed to have the energy of I'm supposed to be here talking to you. You understand what I'm saying? Because a lot of times guys, they talk to girls and they talk to them in this dynamic of, hey, hi, I hope, can I talk to you for a second? Is it okay?
And that's how you kind of came on the phone. You were like, oh, sorry, I don't want to like.
Right, exactly. You see,
you gotta be like, yo, what's good? And I'm like, oh, hey, what's up?
I'm trying to be courteous, that's all.
Right, and that's the thing. You don't necessarily need to even be that way because truth be told, a lot of times when you're dealing with chicks, you almost have to come off not conceited, but a little bit more arrogant than the girl. Because the thing is with women is that for some strange reason, I don't know why, there's no evidence, but they just feel this way. A lot of times women feel like they're better than us. So what they're looking for is a man who's better than them or equal to, or better than them. You see what I'm saying? So if you come at them on this like lower vibration of, oh hey, how are you, miss? Hey, how, you know, she's gonna be like, get out of here. You see what I'm saying? But if you come into the girl and you like, yo, what's up? What's good? How you doing? Come in for a second. And you come into her.
No,
and she's
I'd be like, no, see, don't tell me to come.
Right, and then she's gonna be on that shit, and then you gotta basically one up her bullshit. Because everything is that energy.
But don't be an asshole.
Right.
Don't be an asshole.
You don't gotta be a dick. But what I'm saying is that the energy that you're putting out has to be almost to the point of, before I even talk to you, I know you want to fuck with me. I'm just giving you the opportunity to fuck with me, which is why I'm coming up to you. You see what I mean? And so that arrogance is the thing that gets the girls actually into the guys. Because you gotta understand something. Almost maybe 80 to 90% of the men who approach women, they approach women, you know, in a very soft, a very nervous, a very beta male type of way. You see what I'm saying? And so, and
you don't have to be over the top either. Right. You don't have to be over the top.
But it's just that you got to be so sure of yourself.
Yeah, you'd be like, oh, wow, damn, you look good.
Right, exactly.
Just like,
you got to be sure of yourself when you're talking to them, because what's going to happen is just automatically girls are going to give you resistance in certain situations just off of reflex. You feel what I'm saying? It's kind of like when a person, it's like when you're walking in a bad neighborhood at night, your guard is up. So automatically your guard is up. So even if someone just came up to you and asked you for directions, you're going to be like, yo, you know, like, what's up with that? So you got to be able to be firm in what you're doing, so that after you get all that bullshit out the way, after you break down that wall, now she has your attention. You see what I mean? So that's really all it is. But it's practice, and it's a combination of you putting everything together. So it's your look, meaning your appearance. It's the way you talk. It's your confidence. It's the things you say. It's all of this shit together. But it's stuff you gotta practice. Like a lot. You see what I'm saying? And like I was saying earlier, since you are Asian, use that shit to your advantage. So the thing is, but you have to be comfortable in using that. So for example, since I'm black, I use being black to my advantage sometimes when I'm talking to girls, especially if I'm talking to a girl from another race or whatever. I'll use that as a different thing.
And I know some fine Asian guys.
Right. So I talk to the chicks, and if, let's say I'm talking to a white girl, I'll be like, yo, I know all y'all white girls like black dudes, so you might as well just take my number right now. You know what I'm saying? And even though what I'm saying might not necessarily be true, it doesn't matter. It's the arrogance. It's the so it's interesting. It's like funny. It's funny. It's interesting. So that makes the girl want to really make shit pop off. You see what I mean?
It's that presentation, right?
Right. So
it's like, you want me to give you a good time, then give me a good time.
Right.
Like literally, like the other guy coming up here like, so what's good? Give me your email. Like, ew. It's gotta be like, yo, like, make me want you. Seduction.
Right. That's all it is, bro.
One other thing you mentioned about the body type. So that means that there must be too much differences between the body type between me and the.
Go after a girl that is shorter and smaller.
If I were lanky and.
Wait, how tall are you?
And so forth. That means I cannot be a competitor.
How tall are you? How tall are you?
And so forth. Is that what?
Sir.
I'm sorry. What did you say?
No. What I'm saying, I'm asking you, how tall are you?
5'10".
Okay, so you're 5'10", right? You're and how's your? Are you like a big dude, skinny? Like how do you look?
Well, my body type resembles Jeremy Lin, that NBA.
Right. Okay. So yeah.
How much do you weigh?
So he's like slim. He's like a slim dude.
Okay.
Yeah. That's the type of body. Yeah.
Right. So you tall and you slim. So you should be good. You're above the average.
Go after 5'5" white girls that are slim.
Right.
That's it.
Right.
Just make sure you're not talking to like 6'5" black girls that are like 250 pounds. Like they'll break you.
Right.
Just make sure that the sexual. Okay, you're talking to girls that feel like they're looking up to this tall guy and they feel small.
Right. So if you talk to girls that's 5'7", 5'8", 5'4", slim, there's a lot of girls that fall under that category. You see what I'm saying? And then you'll have a better chance to really, make that shit pop. You see what I mean?
And yes, the height does matter. I'm sorry, guys. That is like, looks don't matter. There's not like one look. It's not like you need to have blonde hair, blue eyes, or be a black guy. But the height, we don't play with that. Like, you need to be taller than us. There's a few women that will compromise and date a shorter guy, but I've seen it once in my whole life.
They want you to be at least their size or taller.
Or bigger,
usually,
yes.
You know.
So if you're shorter than her, just give it up.
But that's don't give it up. I'm just saying that you're gonna have to work harder, motherfucker.
Yeah, she's in her group chat like, oh my god, he's perfect, but he's shorter than me. Right. Oh my god, I'm never gonna wear heels.
But you're 5'10" and you got a slim build, so you're good. All you got to do is make sure that
5'10's great.
Make sure that you dress on point, dress like really
dress
smooth,
who you are.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, something that makes you feel good in the way you dress, and then you just start talking to these girls. You'll be fine. You know what I'm saying?
So basically, she only focused on the girl who's my size. When I say size, I don't mean height.
I think
body type, right? Body type.
You sound like a very logical guy, and I appreciate that because you really want details. But it's just like, do you ever just go to concerts and just like listen to the music and you're just like in the zone and you just let everything flow?
Yes.
That's how you have to be with a girl. Like, take things into consideration. Like, obviously, you have to be aware of what you're saying and how you're moving. But it's not so, like, logical step 1, step 8. Like, you go to the bar, you look good, you find girls that are a little bit shorter than you and, like, slimmer, and that's it. You talk to them.
And then you talk to them, and then you go back and just like how you're talking back and forth with us, you talk back and forth with the girl, and the only difference is you're doing more flirting.
Like, you called into a group chat, and you asked if it was okay to talk. Like, yes, it is. That's the whole point.
Right.
You're going to a bar, everyone's there to socialize. Like, hey, what's up?
Right.
Oh my God,
don't apologize to them. Don't be like, hey, sorry to interrupt you. Don't do none of that shit. Just talk and flow free with the conversation.
You see somebody who's cute.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? And that's it. That's all you got to do. You feel me?
Just go out and like.
Yep. Thank you so much, Miss Locario. Thank you, Mr. B. Appreciate it.
Appreciate it, bro. All right, bro.
Thank you.
That's the dude right there, man.
Just ride the wave, guys.
Yeah. So a lot of people's calling. You guys can call up. The lines is open. We got another.
The height matters, guys. I'm not gonna front, but you guys, if you understood how much shit you put us through with the looks, I don't give a fuck. I will say it. Height matters.
Yo, what's going on? Who's this?
You all put us through the shit.
Hello?
You do not understand what got you to look right.
What's popping?
This is the guy just called earlier. I didn't mean to be disrespectful to Amina. I was just like, first of all, I get what you're trying to say. I get like the teacher's guy really respect you, so I appreciate what you were doing.
Right.
Let me know what I did wrong. But what I'm trying to say is, I wasn't. What I'm looking for? Like, I'm not going to go see her. I'm not saying she's not attractive. So I'm saying, I'm just saying that I would just test it. It was like I was just practicing. So her taking that, I didn't mean like. I guess I hurt her ego in a way because she kind of hung up. So she was. I don't. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm not trying to come up disrespectful.
No, I feel you. We just using it as everything on here is to teach. That's what we're all just doing teachable moments. We're trying to make sure that people understand because the thing is, it's good that you called in and you did what you did because then now we can learn from it. You see what I mean? That's all we're doing. You see what I'm saying?
Because the thing is, at the end, she was like, because I was like, oh, I'm not gonna drive up to see. I wasn't like, I'm not gonna. You said like, first off, you asked me the social. I didn't come up with the social media question. You can ask me. I was like, I don't have one. So I'm not saying that. I mean, you asked me, so I was like, I don't.
You gotta relax,
so
bro.
I didn't come disrespectful. And the second one was, like, I know for a fact I'm never gonna see her. So I just called in for the what's the word I'm looking for? I just called in for the practice.
Right, and that's cool too, and that's why we're analyzing it because the thing is that we're trying to
like these are pretty common mistakes that people make.
Right, and so that's what we're saying is that you just gotta learn.
And like when you guys are calling in, you don't realize it. It's like you all are doing this, and like I can like I'm thinking about all the moments, all you guys are coming up and asking these questions about this, and it's like I can clearly see how you got rejected.
Right.
It's just like
no, I'm good with that. I don't know what you're talking about because what I'm saying is the reason why when you hung up because I was like, yo, I'm never gonna see you, and then you're like, oh fuck, you trying to take something like you make it like it was talking about like I don't care about you, you're a bitch or whatever. I was like, no, that's not my mentality. Like,
but see, that's the thing.
My mentality was.
But that's the thing.
But it's not like
this is another teachable moment though because who gives a fuck about what Amina thinks about you? You know what I'm saying? Who cares?
Exactly. But no. I don't care what you think about. The thing is, you're making it see like the whole like Travis looking like he's a bitch.
Okay, look. I think you're taking it out of context. You need to slow down a little bit. And here's what I'm saying. I get it too. It's not real. Like, I'm not really offended. This is all like a joke.
Right.
But it's like, my whole thing is like, a lot of guys and people in general and business and life approach, you ask for something. If you ever ask for something, even a dime, you have to give before you get back.
Yeah,
like, you don't.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
But that's what I'm saying. So you didn't do that. Can you listen? You don't listen, dog.
I am listening.
You don't. You just talk, and you can't even get your point across effectively. You just listen.
Okay, finish talking.
Yes.
Okay,
like, this is how you communicate. I say something, you hear it, and then you can make a decision on what I said. You can't do that before you heard what I said, though. But my thing is this. Okay, look, I know this is all joking and shit, but in general, people make this mistake, and guys make this mistake all the time when they're hitting on girls. You need to offer something before you ask, even a small compliment. So that's what I was saying earlier. It doesn't make you a simp to tell a girl she's hot and shit, but that wasn't a compliment. That was like, can I get inside you? That's like, okay.
That mean what? Say that again?
You were like, the truth is inside you, can I get inside you?
No. That was a joke.
Yeah, but you opened up with a joke that took away. Look.
That's what we were going first.
That's the type of joke that takes away.
No. Listen. All it is this. All we're saying is this. No, all we're saying is this, is that, so, because the thing, this is what I wanted to get across, is that, one, when we were talking about, because let's say, for example, you were actually trying to get at Amina. You understand? Because any dude in here could try to get at Amina. Y'all could actually meet up. Y'all could fall in love and have a million fucking babies, and who the fuck knows? I don't know, right? So what we're saying is that, let's say, because even when you're practicing and you're doing what you're doing, you still want to learn from what you're doing, so that when you're actually trying to do something, you do it right and you do it correctly, or you do it to the way you really want to make it happen. Now, the thing is that what I was saying with the whole social media thing is that you don't necessarily have to be on social media, but since you're not on social media, you have to find different ways to get to from point A to point B. So this is why we're saying, right? So the email. So now it's not about you.
Never ask.
Right. It's
just
not about,
give a girl a card.
Right. That's what I'm saying. It's not about you. Doing the email. It's about how you were doing it. So we were just saying, look, all you had to do was say, even when you called up, you're gonna be like, yo, Amina, I want to be inside you. Boom. Listen, here's my email. I'm typing it right now, and I'm gonna holler at you. That would have been 2 minutes.
And like, the crazy thing is, this conversation, what you're asking, the point we're making, this is every single point. You guys are asking, oh, do looks matter? Does this matter? Does this matter? You can have any scenario you want. You could be in an open relationship where the girl isn't cheating, but you're allowed to have whatever you want. You can be a 5'3" guy with a 6'4" beautiful girl with no money at all. You could be a broke ass, ugly ass dude with mad chicks. If your presentation and your game is right.
That's all you've been
saying.
And
you guys don't want to hear it. I can never put a woman on a pedestal. Then have fun not getting pussy. Like, you could be the wackest nigga ever, but if you can move and flow and like vibe with a girl, you can be slamming pussy every day. That's the main point. And you guys put all this emphasis on trying to look good and getting money and buying books and this and that and becoming smart and getting a haircut. If you just had the vibe, you'd have all the pussy you want. Why is it so hard?
This is what happens when a woman needs some dick, man. I'm telling you, you guys need this, and we trying to help you. I'm trying to help you so you could give Amina some D,
you're like talking so fast, and
we need to give Amina some D, because
slow down, chill, make me laugh. Tell me I'm
Amina
cute.
wants the D. You see what I mean?
Okay, so what I was saying, first of all, when I was saying, the first thing was a joke. I just want to take the joke out. I didn't really care.
But this is what I'm saying, though. Dude, this is what I'm saying to you.
You're so uptight right now.
But this is what I'm saying. Who cares? Look, this is what I'm saying. Don't worry about Amina. Don't let Amina talk that shit and make you feel a certain way. You know what I'm saying? You gotta look at a girl in her face. And you don't even gotta say it to her face, but in your mind, you're saying, yo, shut the fuck up. I don't care what you're talking about.
Yeah, just
you
like
see what I'm saying? Like, whatever. Like, I don't care that I said a joke about being inside you. I don't need to fucking explain myself. You feel what I'm saying? That's what you're doing right now. You're explaining yourself. You don't need to do none of that.
No. Listen to Locario. No, I'm not explaining myself to her. Because you're the teacher. I'm talking to you. I'm just explaining myself to you. Like, I'm trying so I can get back to you.
Right. But that's what I'm saying. I'm just saying.
He's missing the whole point.
No, but this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying, though. What I'm saying was that the whole interaction, with the whole point, the whole point we're making is that you're doing way too much that you don't even need to do all the things you're doing. That's all we're saying. Everything that you would have wanted to accomplish could have been accomplished just by keeping it simple. You see what I'm saying?
And yes, and we had a small miscommunication. We addressed that it was a miscommunication. Move on. Stop. What's good? Hey, yo, where you from? What's your favorite color? Like, what are you doing this weekend? Hey.
No, but go ahead. What you
what I was trying to say is, the first thing I was just trying to be funny. That wasn't the approach. That was just me being funny. Like, I was just, that was an idea I came up with. The second thing was the approach itself. Mm-hmm. So, and I'm saying, what else was like, yo, you're attractive. So you said you give and take. The mindset should be, give you, what's the wrong look for? Mm-hmm. I gave you a compliment. And then I'm like, yo, give me an email. I send you my email. I send you yours. So I kept it simple and short. Mm-hmm. So all that, I didn't say anything else after that. So, so there's nothing else. So what is your criticism exactly? Like, what would you say?
Right, and this is what we're saying. What I'm saying is, see, let me explain something. Try to get it clear to you, because, and I said this in a video the other day, right? What you got to understand about the game encompasses everything, right? So literally, what you're doing right now is, it seems like you're trying to understand, but at the same time, it seems like you're being defensive about what you did. What you did is okay. It doesn't matter. But we're discussing it. We're analyzing it. We're saying, okay, this is what we can do. This is what we can do better. Whatever it is. What we're saying is, though, is that you're taking everything way too seriously, and you're being so defensive, and you're not hearing what we're saying. Right now we're getting into a conversation of what you're trying to defend what you did, but it's not about that. It's about, we're talking about what you did, and we're talking about what could have been done better. That's what we're saying. You see what I mean?
I agree with you.
Right, that's what we're saying.
And like communication, or bring it back. Like, communication and all this takes work. Right. That's why I keep saying, like, you really gotta figure your own shit out. Because here's the thing. Men are logical. All of you are trying to come up with logical solutions to emotional issues. Mm-hmm. Like, you guys are trying to make emotions rational. Like, what's the percentage? I'm going to meet somebody, like, this and that. You want facts, but this isn't about facts. It's about, like, vibes. Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying. You literally can be the ugliest, shortest, wackest guy, have no legs, have no money, and have a team of bad bitches if you can really, like, get a woman's emotions right.
Right.
Like, if you get your emotions right, like, his emotions are right. Like, he's, like, Mr. Locario, every time we interact, he's consistent, level-headed, like, he's not flustered when he speaks. There's not all this confusion. If we're talking, we're able to listen to each other. We go back and forth. We don't argue.
And this is why Amina wants to do me so bad. But that's another story. But let's take this next caller. Hold on. What's poppin'? Who's this?
Hey, what's going on, Locario? This is Farrah from Oakland.
What up, bro? What's going on with you?
Hey, man, I've been trying to get through. I'm on my lunch break right now, so I'm trying to make this quick. I got a couple of things I got to talk to you about. First thing, recently my whole commute has changed, like getting to work and everything, which means I've been seeing a lot more women just out and about. But I've noticed that, because what I've been relying on a lot lately is just, for a while now, it's been on online dating, which has been cool or whatever, but it's been hit and miss. But I noticed that my game is kind of off, because I noticed my approach, I just feel like it's kind of hard. It's harder to approach women, because I don't know what it is, but I feel like when you because I'm taking the subway to the city out here, and it seemed like everybody's on the phone, just with the headphones on, so it's kind of hard to really, break the ice.
Right. So you're saying I was wondering. So you're saying that it's hard. Yeah. Like, you're trying to figure out how to really engage and have conversations and interact with chicks more like in person versus
everybody
online.
Just all to themselves. Like, I noticed that no one really talks. Like, no one talks at all, and everybody's just like on their phone or just.
Are you going?
You know what I'm saying? Like,
are you going out? Are you going to the gym? Are you going to bookstores? Are you going to places that are better to talk to people than the public transportation? Like, people are on their way to work. People are on their way to doctor's appointments. People are, like, in their head. They're just trying to get from point A to point B. Like, they may not be open because that's not really what it's about. But like if you're going to other places, a gym, a bookstore, a bar, a restaurant, like stuff like that, yeah, you can strike up conversations. A clothing store, anywhere.
Yeah.
So you go to...
Now lately I work a lot, so it's like it's kind of hard for me to do a lot of stuff like that. But I know what you mean, like going to grocery stores. I've done that, you know what I'm saying? But it's kind of like, I feel like I see a lot way more women just going to work because everybody's going to the city out here.
Well, no girl wants to date a guy that just goes to work and comes home. Y'all need to be interesting and go out.
Well, let me ask you this: what days do you work?
Monday through Friday, basically 9 to 5.
Okay, and then
so mornings and evenings, I see a whole lot of women.
And then what do you do? What do you do after work?
Shit, after work, because I just started a new job or whatever, so I'm still trying to get my schedule down. But usually I would go to the gym or something like that. But I had home or something like that. Now it's just I'm trying to figure everything out.
And where do you live? What city you from again?
I stay in Oakland, but I commute to the city, so San Francisco.
And so the thing is, you got time to actually go out and meet chicks or go to places. Like you could go after work or you could go on the weekends because you're not working on the weekends. You know what I'm saying? So you still got time to do that. But also, if you see girls on the train or the bus or whatever it is, and you see them on their phones and all that other stuff, you can still strike conversations up with them while they're on their phone or if they're looking at their phone. You understand? You can still talk to them.
Y'all here, you want to be the man, then you got to be
don't be scared to approach them. And you know what I'm saying? Like if you see a girl on the phone, let's say you're sitting,
it's not even a scare because to be honest with you, I'm mostly like opposed to like black girls, maybe some Latin girls, but mostly what I see when I commute, I see more of like a lot of Asian, a lot of white girls, and they just look so damn intimidated. Like they look so fucking.
Well, here's my opinion. This is my opinion, Mr. Locario. This is where we strongly disagree. This is where we always disagree. I do not want to talk to you in public transportation.
Please.
I met one guy, one fine ass guy in public transportation. And the only reason he could pull it off because he is fine as fuck.
Listen, she don't know what you're talking about.
But anyways, and he knows he is. He's a gigolo. So like he knew.
She don't know what she's talking about.
But anyways, you just gotta go up and approach girls. Go out. You have time. You talk about you go to work, you go home. Well, that's your fault. You need to go out, go have fun, and meet girls.
She don't know what she's talking about.
Meet him at the gym. The gym is the best. I wish guys would talk to me at the gym.
Let me tell you this.
I wish.
Let me tell you this. See, now they're gonna make. He says, "So looks does matter." Then in the chat room, I got to explain.
I said, yes. The one thing that matters, okay, is height, not looks. Height. And if you're 6'7" and you're a fucking model, then you have a really strong advantage. It doesn't mean that you can't get mad girls if you aren't that.
Right. But they always want to look.
If you're born into a rich ass family, that's good for you. Not everybody is.
But anyway, this is what I want to say. You got to learn how to use every situation you have to your advantage. So if you see, for example, let's say Amina's on her phone in the train, right? Like this is your phone, you got your phone, and let's say I'm sitting next to her, right? Or let's say I get a seat next to her, and I'm sitting next to her, and I look at her phone. Let's say she's on Instagram, right? And I say, "Yo, follow me on Instagram. My name is so and so and so." Right? That's the first thing I'm saying to her, right?
Ew.
So now I'm talking to her. So now I'm seeing what she's gonna say. Or what I usually do if I see a girl on the phone, I walk up to her and I say, "Yo, my number is so." I just tell her to put my number in the phone, just real quick. So I'm just using the situation of her being on this phone to have conversations about her being on the phone. You see what I'm saying? So the thing is that you can use anything to start the conversations and have the conversations. Now, if she's receptive to you, that is a whole nother story. You feel what I'm saying? But the thing is that you can still do things that, could spark conversation. You see what I mean? But most people, what happens is that a lot of times people don't know how to do that. It's like they're scared to actually make that go down. You feel what I'm saying? So,
So another thing is a whole different subject. Is basically a few months ago I was dealing with this female from from this online website that I pulled, and she was cool. You know what I mean? I let her know from like the beginning. Like I let her know like it was just gonna be on some just on some fuck shit. Just we gonna hook up. I'm just chilling. I'm not really looking for anything too serious. But you know how it works. The more you fuck a bitch, she's just gonna get attached.
Right.
And then even after the fact, you know, I even told her straight up, like, I'm fucking other bitches and stuff like that. And then I guess she seen me somewhere, or I don't know what she seen, but she just snapped one day and she said, like, I guess she found out I was fucking other bitches.
Right.
Which I've been told her about. She went crazy. She flipped out. She went crazy. So I just cut it off. I just told her straight up, like, I'm not trying to deal with you. And she just went absolutely crazy.
Right.
So I cut it off like a month ago, and she's just been hitting me up like every fucking day, And the reason why I didn't block her is because I just had like this weird feeling. If I block her, she's just gonna pop up somewhere. So I just want to be one step ahead of her. You know, just let me know if she's coming or something. I don't know, but anyways, she basically, I just finally just picked up one of her phone calls, and I just let her know, like, I was trying to be on some like max shit, so I just let her know. I told her to cash me out, and the bitch, she's cashing me out. Like she about to give me $1,500. So I was trying to like get your advice on the situation. Like, should I continue to deal with this bitch knowing that she's hella crazy? Because she's about to give me this money.
Dude, I would say, look, look, truthfully, I would tell you to not even take the fucking money and cut everything off with this chick. You know, like, just don't do shit with her. You know what I'm saying? Like, if she was sane and she was, you know, giving you some dollars because she's like, hey, you know, I like you, I want to give you some money, I want to buy you some shit, cool. You understand? But don't take don't take nothing from this crazy chick, because what's gonna happen is that when you start to fall off from her, or you start to not want to fuck with her, she's gonna get even more crazy, because you taking it is just attaching her to you emotionally even more. You see what I'm saying?
But the thing is, I told her straight up, like, I'm getting this money, but don't act like nothing's gonna change. Like,
but this is what I'm saying. It don't matter what you saying to her, because she's crazy. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She's insane. Like, you can't negotiate with terrorists, man. You see? You can't do it. I'm telling you. Like, it's like it's like when you have a fucking what them niggas that give you a suitcase full of money and they just like take this, and you know that taking it that you owe them now. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it ain't no free rides in this joint. Like, you owe them. So it's like, so to not owe them, you give them back the money. Like, nah, I'm good. Y'all take this shit back. Like, don't take none of her shit. Don't do nothing with her. Call that shit a day. Keep that shit moving. I'm telling you that if you fuck with her, it's gonna be drama and issues. Because there's already drama and issues.
Yo, stay away from people.
You see what I'm saying?
Involved,
that's what I'm saying.
Legal situation.
Exactly, Amina. Bring your ass back here.
Let me tell you about women and money. Let me tell you about women and money. Let me tell you about women and fucking money. Once the money gets involved, run for your life. If that's not your wife, run for your life. Because we will come after every single fucking dime you have and make sure you pay for the rest of your life.
Well, he's saying that she want to give him money. But she's crazy. I told him
that's what I'm saying. She ties you to that financial shit.
It's a win-win situation, because I'm thinking, like, all right, this bitch is blowing me up. I don't want to deal with this bitch.
Don't do it.
You know what I'm saying? She blowing me up. I'm like, hey, cash me the fuck out.
Nah, that's what I'm saying. Just dude, just keep that shit.
Just like don't. This shouldn't even. If we have to tell you this, it's like telling you not to put a fucking fork in an electrical socket. Like, that's how you sound. Like, just stop.
Don't do it, bro.
Just cut her off, block her, and that's it.
Exactly. He said he's scared to block her though, because he's scared she might just pop up somewhere.
But that's what I'm talking. That's what I'm saying.
You know where I stay.
If you have then abort now.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying.
Just like that's, you're gonna let it get worse.
Because you know what it is too, is that, you know, the more attention you give her, the more she's gonna think she can still keep fucking with you or keep dealing with you. So at some point you're gonna have to let her, you know, be you know, talking to herself. You understand? Just basically keep the shit moving. Don't call her. Don't text her. Don't like nothing on Instagram.
Understand.
Just keep that shit fucking
pushing. Just tell her nicely. This isn't gonna work. Look. Here's the solution, because this is what's gonna stop her from going crazy, keying your car, suing her, doing any. Okay, you want this woman not to go ballistic and ruin your life? Because if you're calling into a show and saying that you're already like feeling kind of scared of her and shit, then, like, yeah, she really might ruin your life.
Right.
Like, literally, I know guys that are in jail that shouldn't be. You know what I'm saying? People that end up with payments and assault charges and personal injury suits.
Exactly.
So this is how, look, you want the truth? You're going to have to swallow your pride a little bit. You're going to have to say, look, I'm not feeling you like that. I want to end ties. I want to do this right. Call her, or at least send a really nice paragraph.
And be like,
you are so nice. You're a beautiful girl, but I just can't do this right now. It's me. I have a lot of shit going on. I'm not right. I need to get well. Right. Thank you for your time. Make her feel good about it. You end it. You block her. Otherwise, you got suits. You got bitches coming for you. I've done this.
She said she's fucking crazy.
You want a bitch coming for you?
It's not that she even went crazy. She got real disrespectful. You know, she already called a nigga bitch ass nigga. And I'm like,
exactly.
She's the type of bitch that will get the police involved.
That's what I'm saying.
So I'm like, damn, like you that bold and that comfortable talking to me like this. That's why I cut it off.
That's what I'm saying.
But if you just do it nicely, if you end it nicely, then you won't have problems in the future. If you end it badly, you're going to create problems for your future.
Right.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. The whole vibe emotion thing, this is what we run on. Exactly. So if you cut us off and you have us not having closure and not really knowing what happened, we will come after you. Like, we will come after you. Like, girls have showed up to my brother's job. You know what I mean? My brother had been dealing with this girl. He didn't even have sex with her. And she tried to make up this whole suit, this case that he had hit her and shit, just so she could get attention from him.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you really just need to end it nicely. You gotta be like, look,
cut it off.
You're amazing, but I can't do this right now.
Chick off.
And we're done. I need to heal. I need to heal, so I'm gonna block you. Don't take it personal. Block her and move on.
And keep that shit pushing.
But do it nicely. Do it nicely, or she will ruin your life.
All right. So so appreciate the call, brother.
That shit up. Hey, y'all should do this thing like y'all like a good little team.
I feel you. We're gonna do this again soon in the future. I'm gonna bring Amina Zena back. You know, we gotta get her some D though before we bring her back so she can calm the fuck down. You feel what I'm saying?
No, I'm just a passionate person.
Exactly. So
I don't need dick.
Well, yes, you do.
Because I have a vibrator.
All right, bro.
I need a dick.
All right, bro. So I'll let you later. All right. Oh man.
All right, for sure. Peace.
All right. So look, we're gonna take one more call before we get out of here. Damn, Tommy flying when we do this shit. Shit.
Bitches are crazy, yo.
I know.
Girls, let me tell them the truth.
Oh, Lord.
Hey, what's going on?
A woman will ruin your life. A woman, some pussy will ruin your life,
That's true.
Some pussy will ruin your life.
That's true. Hold on. Wait. Who we got on the line? What's going on?
It's Jason from Ohio.
What up, bro? What's going on with you?
Nothing much. I just had a question for Amina. All right. So you say women go for height. What if you're a guy you like the women though?
What?
What about that situation?
Say that again.
You're a guy, but you like women taller than you.
He said, "What do you do if you're a guy, but you like women who are taller than you?"
Make that known.
Yeah, you gotta holler at him.
Make that known though, because like if a guy has if you have a certain taste, then just say that.
Like, but then you gotta go after what you want though, because see, this is what we're saying. What a lot of you guys don't understand is that the game is not one size fits all. Meaning, we're just saying that in general, there are certain things that are gonna lend itself to certain things. So a lot of times, there's gonna be a lot of women who are gonna say, "Hey, I want a guy taller than me." But even when a woman says that, that does not mean that particular woman won't get with a guy who's either her height or shorter. Because if she meets a guy who's her height or shorter, and he knows how to make her feel all those feelings, right? Then she'll fuck with him. You see what I mean? So it's not just cut and dry that like how you guys are thinking. You know what I mean? Because dudes in the chat room, they was like, "Oh my God, Amina said it's all about looks, and now I can't get a girl." And it's like, no, we're saying that she saw a guy who she thought was really good looking, and that's why she wanted to fuck with him. There could be another woman who saw the same dude and would have been like, he's all right. You see what I mean? So it all depends. So it just all depends on you and how you put your shit out there.
How you carry yourself and how you put it out there.
Right.
If you're out here on some wishy-washy shit, you gonna get wishy-washy shit.
Right. So go ahead, what you saying?
I was about to say, what I was about to say was in situations where you might approach a woman that's taller than you, she might immediately dismiss you before you even get a word out.
Yeah,
right, and that's
all the time.
That's gonna happen sometimes. That's what I'm saying. So then you go to the next tall chick, and then she probably won't dismiss you. You see what I mean? It's still the same dynamic. It's the same way where I could go up to a girl and I talk to her and she dismisses me, then I talk to another girl and she's very receptive. I don't even know why she dismissed me. I don't know why she's receptive.
And
it doesn't matter.
This is, oh my God, I'm so glad he said this. You guys are like, this is what it is. You guys are trying to make everything so logical. Well, what if this? And then it's that. Like, you're turning everything into an equation. You just got to ride the wave. Like, we're not saying you're not going to get rejected. Right. Everybody's going to get rejected. Right. But you learn not to take it personal, and you learn that it's not about, like, one, like, specific thing. You guys get caught up, and you're like, oh, it's all about this, it's all about that, it's all about this.
Right, because if you see a chick that's tall and you want to holler at her, and let's say you're shorter than her, and she rejects you, I'm sure there's a million other women who's as tall as her. You feel what I'm saying? That you can holler at too.
You just have to learn how to ride the wave. So and you have to learn how to have that kind of like vibe in your interactions too.
Right. Hold on, wait. Savage D Savage, you said that I contradict myself. What did I contradict myself? I want to hear this. This is gonna be funny. But yo, dude, I appreciate the call. We're gonna try to take probably one more before we get out of here, all right?
All
right, bro. Yeah. Savage D Savage, I want to know.
Say anything I want.
I want to know what I contradicted myself.
No, I didn't get to say. I didn't get to talk.
Get out of here! Don't be trying to disrespect me on my show. What do you mean you didn't get to talk? You've been talking. What you talking about? What you talking about? Talking about you ain't get to talk. What's popping? What's going on? Who's this?
Yo, what's up, man? This Three Kings from Louisiana, you hear me?
What up, bruh? What's going on with you?
Ain't nothing much, man. Just got a few questions to ask you on this progressing, situation with this chick or whatnot. Mm-hmm. So, basically, I'm thinking about making her my girl. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking about it.
So,
but, I want to know, like, how do I approach the situation on telling her, like, my expectations as far as, her being my girl. Like, because I don't want to try to do, like, the contract or anything like that, you feel me? But I want her to know, what it is before we get in that type of situation.
Wait, so how long you been with this chick?
I've been dating her for about 6 months now.
6 months, and has she said that she wants to be a girl? Has she told you, hey, I wanna be a girl? Did she show interest in being your girlfriend?
Yeah. She wants to be my girl and everything like that. She tells me I better not be talking to no other chicks and all this type of stuff. But I mean, I ignored that, whatever. But now I'm feeling her. The vibe is right and everything.
And so, did she display characteristics of a woman you would want to be your girlfriend?
Yeah, she has so far. I mean, she's kind. I mean, we go half and half on the money situation.
Right.
Sex is great. We vibe real well. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, like all those things. Everything is great. She cooks every now and then. Right. She cleans up and stuff like that. So, I mean, everything. I don't find any negative things about it.
Okay, so then all you got to do is this, bro. If the shit is popping like that, then tell her, hey, listen, we gonna do this girlfriend boyfriend thing, but make it clear to her that there's gonna have to be some ground rules that's you coming up with. You feel what I'm saying? So there might be other things that you want. You know what I'm saying? In a girlfriend, and let her know, okay, look, if we gonna be this way, we got to do this and we got to do that, and let her know before you even get into this. Like, look, if you don't do these or if you start acting funny, I'm out. You feel what I'm saying? So that's what you got to do. But you got to make sure that you put the ground rules. You up there making faces.
He's trying to be all ground rules.
No, listen. I'm the one who been in a relationship for 11 years, bro. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm just letting you know. So that's all you got to do. Just make sure that you. And the thing is this: if you make your ground rules, and let's say she is on some bullshit, you can check her. But don't check her more than twice. If you got to check her more than twice, on the third time she got to go. You feel what I'm saying? That's it.
Yeah.
You see what I mean? And that's what you really got to do. But if she's as cool as you say she is, and if everything's flowing like you say it is flowing, then yeah, you can make it, take it to that next level. Because I always tell guys, don't let a girl be your girlfriend unless she's showing signs that she's worth doing that and she's actually being cool to you and everything is on point. You feel what I'm saying?
I feel, yeah, cause she be on point. I mean, on everything. So I'm just like, man, I ain't found nothing like that. Like
right. So yeah, so keep that going. Keep that going. Aww. You know what I'm saying? Look at Amina like, oh, shut up, Amina. Shut up, Amina.
I love stories.
All right, so yeah.
I got one more question about.
Yeah, go ahead, real quick.
Why are you so mean?
Well, you know, like on the sex situation, like we have sex, it be like regular sex and everything like that. I want to know how to bring out her super freak side. You feel me?
Yo, you just gotta you gotta look her deep in her eyes and just say that shit with authority, my nigga. Just be like, yo, I don't know what you want to say to her, but just say that shit with authority and she'll fucking do it. That's all you gotta really do. You understand what I'm saying? And then test her out that way and see what's popping with her. You feel what I mean?
Wow.
Okay.
See, now you got Amina all hot up in here and shit and all that. I told y'all, Amina need the D. I'm telling y'all. I'm telling y'all stop playing. Y'all better holler at Amina and see what's popping.
I don't need anything.
I'm gonna hook Amina up. But yo, I appreciate the call, bro. All right?
All right, bro. All right. Take it easy.
Take it easy. Peace. All right, last call and then we are out of here. Yo, what's popping? Who's this?
Finally, I'm on here. I'm glad I'm on here. I'm finally on here.
Say that again?
What?
I said I'm on here. Yeah,
okay, cool. What's going on with you, bro?
Yeah. I got a question to ask you.
Mm-hmm.
All right. The question is this: why your hands are so ashy?
What happened?
I said, why your hands are so ashy?
Why are my hands so ashy?
Yeah.
That was because I was chilling with your girl, right? And I was fingering her, and then her vagina was mad, like, dry.
No, you feel what I'm saying? I fucked your mother, man. I fucked your mother last night.
Word. So anyway, so I was like, my hands was all up in your girl's vagina, and it was mad, like, dry. So then when I was doing it, it was fucking up my shit. You feel what I'm saying?
Why the girl named like a tranny?
What happened?
Why the girl named like a tranny?
Why does she look like a tranny? Interesting. My question to you is this: why are you calling up a live show, talking about my ashy hands and her tranny ass, right? Like, what's going on in your life? I want to know what's popping with you. You know what I'm saying? What's going on with you, bro?
I'm bored.
You bored? That's what I'm saying. You bored? Why, dude? Why though? Why we? See, again, this is another teachable moment. I'm gonna hang up the phone real quick so I can get this teachable moment before we leave. See, this is what you guys gotta understand, right? When you ain't got shit to do and you're not improving on your life, you're not doing anything. Because shout out to all the people in the chat room, shout out to all the people calling, whatever. But you gotta understand something, because y'all actually want to improve. Y'all actually are doing shit. Y'all actually care about things. Yeah, a lot of you guys that called up, you have things that you're trying to do, you're trying to improve. Then you got the trolls that call up and they're not doing anything. They have no life. I guarantee you that call was the highlight of his fucking week. You see what I'm saying?
Probably the month.
You see what I'm saying? That was the highlight of the fucking shit. You feel what I mean? So, you gotta understand. And they clowning them in the chat room. But listen, guys, I want to thank you all for tuning in. You know what I mean? Let me know if you want Amina Zena to come back sometime in the future. You feel what I'm saying?
You guys want me to come back? No, let's find out right now.
Type in 5 if you want Amina Zena to come back. Put the number 5, and we'll have Amina Zena come back at a later date. You feel what I'm saying?
Okay.
So, So, dudes, make sure you guys get How to Have Sex with 2 Women a Day, the hard copy and the audio program and the ebook. You remember, just click the link below. Also, see, we got a lot of 5s up in there. A lot of people want you to come back. Yep, you put 4 and 6. Y'all hilarious.
Y'all are some haters.
And we're gonna put Amina Zena's Instagram up on there, so you guys can check out Amina Zena on Instagram and follow her. So it's Instagram.com/Amina Zena. You can just put the enter. Yeah. So that's Amina Zena's Instagram at AminaZena.com. Instagram.com/Amina Zena. What else? Also, make sure you guys sign up for the 30-minute game sessions. Make sure you click the link below. you know, and all that other good stuff. Let me see who we had up in the chat room. We got to shout out the chat room people. We had Female Pimp in the building, Way to Dawn, Real Deal, The Alpha Male, Shah Rizzle, Shallow, Coder 1, Explode, SWPX Philly 215, Khalif, Darth, Big Kingston, Razor Ramon, A Black. Then we had a lot of people up in this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. Then we have 140 people watching live right now. God damn it, people. You see, soon as I bring Amina Zena, all y'all want to come through live now. Let me stop playing. But I appreciate you guys. Mike 23, Khalid Hansen, Nathan Gardley, Daquan Jenkins, Mo Crow. Damn, we got Tommy Sotomayor. I don't even think that's the real Tommy, but shout out to Tommy Sotomayor. Jimmy H, Shad Rizzle, Enoch. We had a lot of people up in here. Nut Ward TV. I don't even think that's the real Nut Ward either. Y'all be having these troll accounts for some reason. But anyway, yo, appreciate you guys. We are out. I will see you guys on another live stream maybe later this week. Or, and if not later this week, next week, Friday. You feel what I'm saying?
They said they didn't want to see me anymore.
Who said that? He said we fucks you.
Khalid, fuck you.
See, this is a teachable moment too. See, Khalid was like, I don't want to see Amina Zena anymore. Amina Zena was like, fuck you. But see, he's eliciting those emotions. That's how guys do y'all, man. Sometimes you gotta fuck with him a little bit to have him thinking about you. You feel
That's
what I'm saying?
true. And
So
I
you
get
know,
annoyed.
Exactly. But yo,
all right, guys, thanks for having me. I just want to say thanks.
Yes, and
for
make
letting
sure
me be on the show.
What's your? You got a website too, right?
Yeah, I'm also on YouTube. www.youtube.com/Amina Zena.
Right. So you check out Amina Zena.
I DJ, make music, so make sure you listen to that. Okay.
Right. Yeah, man. All
the
right,
song
people.
Bubblegum is out now.
Oh yeah, it's on YouTube, right?
Pop.
Amina Zena has a song called Bubblegum.
And the video's fire. So.
She got it, but you know, I'm just warning you guys now. She got a lot of moist looking dudes in the video with their shirts off. So I'm just saying.
Moist? Yeah.
But you got some chicks in there too, right?
Yeah, I got some bad bitches.
Okay, so well, we need to get some of your girlfriends to come through to the show and have like a
Are you gonna give us food?
Yes, I'll bring some food.
You know the way to my heart is food.
Listen. Let me know if you want y'all to bring. We could get some of the Amina Zena fine ass girlfriends on the show, and we'll make it a whole party.
You guys gotta send the money. Go fund me.
Actually, yeah, go to Patreon. Hit me up at the Patreon. Patreon.com/Mr. Locario. We'll have me, Miles, Amina Zena, and Amina Zena's friends. We'll have a whole fucking party up in the place, and it'll be fucking ridiculous. All right, so
send us food.
We'll see you guys later. All right. So thanks for watching, and we are out of here. Peace. We gone.